Where's Dylan?
Right.
He's here.
He's here.
I don't see his video.
Oh, his video's not here.
His video
'cause,
don't work.
Oh.
His laptop's not working. That's why I was
Oh,
setting
okay.
up all the extra shit.
Okay. Sorry.
I
I
asked for his
guess
camera, and you guys will see on stream when we actually like fully go live. Zan's like, not Zan, Dylan's picture that he's using instead of his camera.
Is it that rugby one?
No, it's
Oh.
it is not the rugby one, but it is.
Yeah.
Not been a good one.
It's still pretty good. It's still up there. I would have to
Sorry,
say.
I missed the explanation there. Didn't want to get started without our French friend.
Oops, that wasn't the one.
Oh, nice. You got the title screen updated.
Yep, I updated it. This is all I was doing for the last couple days, guys. Like I was actually working pretty hard on D&D, except for one of the days where I just got super high and did nothing.
Nice.
Yeah, I needed it.
420, baby.
420, baby. Baby. All right, there we go.
Up dippity boo.
All right, we're live, and you're hosting. Thanks, Ian.
Yeah, no problem.
And transitioning, we are live. Welcome back to Questionable Role Models, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Before I jump in, like always, to do a quick recap, let's do some character introductions. And we'll start with Robert right below.
Alrighty. Hello, my name is Robert. I'm playing Oscar Iron Fist. He's a Battle Rager Barbarian / Hexblade Warlock. And he's covered in scars, has a tree bark lower jaw beard and arm. He's an interesting looking character.
Yeah, I did not update your art because your art is original still, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Hey,
keep it as
all
is
good.
for now. Okay.
And so recently we just entered the sewers, got ambushed, attacked by this Nemesis person that thought us killing a bunch of crazy cultists was a bad thing, and now we're trying to figure out what's going on with her.
Okay. Next we have Duke over there. I think I'm pointing in the right direction. Yep. Go ahead, Duke. Who you playing?
Hi, I'm Duke. I'm playing Agranac Scarfist. He is a pugilist, way of the boxer. So he punches things, he has a big heart, and he loves his friends. Which is why he's perplexed at this person that has attacked them, but claims him to be a hero.
Yeah. We'll see what we find out, as the session goes on. But next we have Dylan, I think further down.
Hello, I'm Dylan. I'm playing Zendori Valur, Water Ganassi, or Domain Cleric with Helm. And I'm currently really pissed at this new chick because she's blue and messing with my theme.
Yeah, because you're kind of like turquoise and blue.
I'm the blue one of this group.
Yeah, not like we had another blue character before with Boone or anything. No.
No, he was Aquamarine. He's different.
It's different. All right. Well, yeah. Unfortunately, Dylan cannot join us today with video because he is not at his usual setup. But we have this wonderful picture of him and I think Lola, right? That's your cat.
Why you got it right?
Yeah.
I thought Dylan was the cat.
No, unfortunately, not. We're not.
That's my handler.
It's your. I was thinking, what's the thing where you're like probation officer?
Probation. Sobriety partner.
Yeah, sobriety partner.
Sponsor, sobriety sponsor.
All right. Next we have Tristan.
Hello, I'm Tristan.
Yeah.
I'm playing a character called Michel Eldoran. He is a tiefling, College of the Swords bard. He likes to slash, and he likes to throw non-damaging magic around.
Yeah.
He's very intrigued on Nemesis. First off, does not like Nemesis, but is wondering what she knows about the party itself. It seems like she knows quite a bit.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes.
All right. Next we have Gia.
Hello, I'm Gia. I'm playing Victor Cannon. He is a former actor and current fighter slash paladin. He is very hunky and not very smart. I think that sums him up.
Just like butter on those abs.
Yes. Yum.
It's a washboard.
Washboard.
All right.
Washboard full of butter.
Next we have Ian playing this new person called Nemesis, who came after the party, but we'll talk more about that. Ian, please describe as simply Nemesis because you will get more into it, I'm sure.
Yeah, so my name is Ian. I'm playing the character currently known as Nemesis. She is a blue tiefling. She's a blue tiefling. It looks like she knows how to use a bow, a whip. She's apparently invisible to dark vision, and she likes to punch people. And she seems to know quite a bit about these guys. Apparently, she was affiliated with a group known as the Horned Ones, which they dealt with a while ago. And she seems to know who Agernak is and has been preaching at him as to why he is with these murderers. And she's now very confused because she just had something thrown at her. Literally the cloak of one of her... the cloak of one of the people she was against has been thrown on her.
Yep.
Yeah, the cloak, the items of her nemesis thrown on her, and apparently this group that she been taught or that she knew was working for Lathander's Light isn't working for Lathander's Light. She's going through some shit right now. So.
Okay. So, as a quick recap, last time we left off, you all were doing a simple job, actually. Finding a missing individual for, I believe, Guinevere, a lady that is a follower of Palor. Her husband has gone missing recently. And you all, following, up on her, what she kind of told you about, what she's found so far, you guys found a room and entered it deep in the Undercity. Not the sewers, not just parts of the sewers, but the Undercity. And that's where that's where you guys ran into a person called Nemesis, a female blue tiefling that fired arrows at you from behind an illusionary wall, and not only that, tried to run away when confronted about. After subduing her, catching her, and restraining her, you guys healed her up to a certain degree, because I believe the spell harm reduced your max HP for now.
Yeah, you healed her as best you can.
Yeah, and then now you guys are in mid-questioning when she brought up a few good points, such as, like, Agernak being, or you guys basically dooming the tiefling race of some sort, and not only that, she mentioning Agernak as a hero, which Agernak referred to himself before once, and only once before. But none of you guys have heard of Agernak before and things like that, so it was a bit odd. Either way, this is where we are now. You guys are still in the Undercity, or some of the ruined parts of it that's still being held together. You guys can take it away from here.
I think the last thing I exactly said was, I trust you not to harm me while I'm all tied up. After all, you are traveling with Agernak, the exalted champion.
Well, I mean, can I at least kick you like once for shooting arrows at him?
No. Don't kick her.
Wait, what do you mean champion? Didn't you just... I didn't know about that, Eggy.
Is this more
Aggie's gonna
bullshit
sort of
she
stoop
spewed?
down and look her in the eyes and be like, "How do you know about that?"
I was there. I saw you. I got to see you fight. And that I got to see that the exhibition match with you and Jin. And I got to see Lord Chesterfield and all of them, all the honored guests. I'm actually very excited that I get to meet you. Not very excited that I'm in captivity with these brigands.
Hey,
But
don't use words I can't understand.
Yeah, what? First of all,
That's not fair to
explain.
the aggressor.
She's from where I'm from.
No, brigands.
she just laughs. She's like, I can't believe you're the ones responsible for killing Kelek. You.
Well, no, we did a good thing.
You say that, and yet here I am, a champion of good, to put you down.
But we are also champions of good. I'm gesturing to Zan and me.
Hello.
And we outnumber you. So...
Yes, I fully expected this to be a one-way trip. I'm kind of disappointed I didn't get to take any of you out beforehand.
Well, get good then.
I mean, you really should have tried to single us out and stab us in the back. Rowan's really good at that. And
Fucking
even he'd
advice
have
on how
trouble.
to kill your teammates.
Yeah, let's not
I mean-
advise her on that.
You were a little faster going through the door than I expected, and you were also a little bit more harmy, and she like spits out like a glob of blood. Like, yeah, didn't expect
Gross.
my soul to be rended from the inside out.
That looked like it hurt.
Oh, it was
Yeah, sorry.
terrible.
My spells only work on evil people and people who are lying and or wrong. So I guess you're one of those three.
I mean,
Damn.
if
Got you there.
I mean, I am a tiefling. If you're being racist towards my lineage, then yes, I guess it does work on.
Okay, look, one of our best friends.
Playing the race card.
Oh, one of your best friends is a tiefling. He's been with the elves so long, he's probably forgotten all about his heritage.
Okay, now you're being racist against elves.
Because the elves are assholes. Have you ever read a history book?
No!
I had to do a lot of reading in
Well,
the
that-
past few months.
Well, that sounds shitty.
And yes, this world is not like I left it at all.
She's not wrong. The elves are quite. They're mean.
But to be fair, everyone's filled with the same goop that gets on my blade. So
Wow. Wise.
She looks over.
He's back.
She's like, okay. Can I ask a question? I know you are all questioning me, and we've had some very, very interesting developments. What in the hell's happened to you? And she's just looking at Oscar. She's like, you don't look anything like my reports had you looking, and from when I saw you last, it was quite a shock.
Bear
Who you
Hug the
talking to?
Dryad.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah.
Yep.
You ever see like a dwarf fuck a stump?
I was saying, pardon. I believe there's some of my in my ear. Did you
Wait.
just say you humped a dryad?
No, there was a dryad running around, and I latched onto it, and then I beat it to death, and some of it got stuck on me.
I don't think I believe you, but I'm just going to smile and nod.
While we're
Well-
talking, I'm gonna start performing prayer healing.
Okay. Isn't prayer of healing?
10 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
Just getting into it.
Just stares.
Yep. Dryad.
Yes, a dryad. And
As my club has like writhing teeth on it as I'm just standing.
Yeah, you could see Oscar has this like maul that he kind of partially dragged over here, and on the end of it, it looks like a stump, and where the roots are, it's just teeth. And most of them are closed now. They kind of like closed into a stump, but a few of them are jagged and still like protruding.
she's like, this is just proving my point. I mean, you have this crazed, roving, teeth-wielding, devouring hunk of meat and twigs.
No, I
and
don't. I
stuff.
toss it into the dark and dismiss it.
It kind of turns
obviously
into
has-
soil.
Nice one.
He obviously has sold his soul to something terrible, and we must. Well, I must. You guys are just gonna sacrifice me, whatever. To the hells with all of you, then.
Well,
Why would I have wasted my healing magic on you if we were just gonna sacrifice you?
Maybe it makes me more delicious for whatever dark entity he is tied to.
You got some weird fucked up fantasies. What's in this report about us? I really want to hear it.
Yeah, tell me more about my report too.
Well, there's nothing on you, Agronak. I just know you. You were not a part of why I was hunting them down, and the fact that you showed up did complicate things quite a bit. Otherwise, I would have probably just had all of the alchemist fire fall on everyone and take out Michelle and call it a day. Oh yes, don't go down that hallway. No, go down that hallway over there. It'll be great.
Okay.
Guys, don't go down that hallway over there.
Oh, no.
Agronak, you do not go down that hallway. You stay here with me where it's safe.
Michelle, are you actually going down the hallway? Because you said okay.
I'm checking it out. I'll
Okay.
check for traps.
Michelle.
The hallway, it twists left and right, kind of zigzags back
Yeah.
and forth, and then it comes to a turn, a right turn. But the hallway continues to zigzag in that direction. Are you gonna go further from the corner?
I'm gonna look up to make sure nothing's dropping on me.
All the ceiling here is in stone. It's wood, and it has been ever since where Nemesis has been captured to this point and further down the hall. And it's weird because everything else in here was stone on top, but this is something like these wooden latches all the way down. And it's kind of hard to tell, but since you pointed out that you're looking at the ceiling, you definitely see it.
Yeah. It doesn't look good. No,
Hey-
I'm good.
Hey, Michelle, is Alchemist's fire worth anything?
Probably?
Oh, I spent all of my worldly possessions on it. I would be quite interested to see if you get it down. Yes, you should totally get it down, Michelle. You could sell it for so much money.
This is intriguing me.
Michelle, don't
So-
listen to her.
A question here. So I can understand why you'd want to hunt me or Oscar or Rowan, but why Victor or Zan? What have they done?
They were all guilty. They were there. Zan especially. You guys murdered Sogri and then killed Kalek.
Well,
Of
they
course
were.
we did.
Yeah, they were bad.
We
Yeah.
No, they weren't. They took us in.
How many
They
times did we
failed
kill
me.
Sogri?
Many
Like, we
times.
killed Sogri
She
like
raped us
8
like 6 or
times.
7 times.
I mean,
See,
we only
this
killed
is-
her like
this is-
3 times. She killed
This is
herself
why
a
you
fair
healed
amount.
me. You healed Sogri and took her back multiple times to kill her. I knew it.
No.
We didn't heal Sogri.
She was so stubborn that she refused to die permanently. That's her fault.
She like
And
raised
she-
an
did she,
eyebrow
like,
and
rise
was
herself up.
Didn't she
What-
rise
what
out
are
of the
you
ground
talking
at one point with like a giant flaming hellfire horse and damn us to the hell demon she sold her soul to?
Yeah.
She was a revenant.
Nemesis is just kind of looking around, just like eyebrows to the ceiling, like,
She also
then
hired
she-
some Thieves Guild assassins to kill us.
Yeah.
Sogri definitely wasn't a revenant. You murdered her on the ship.
Well,
If
yeah,
she was
but
around when Kalek was there,
That's
then
how she became a revenant.
yeah, we did 100% murder her, but it was for a good reason because she was wanting us to kill children and turn everyone in the world into tieflings and
See, okay, you had me at you murdered Sogri, and then you lost me at because it was for a good reason, because you wanted to turn children into everyone into tieflings and kill children. No, that's not the Sogri I know. Nope.
well,
Did you not hear that part of the plan?
No, they
Was-
told me mostly everything.
I mean, like,
No,
she was
we
weirdly
interrupted the
chipper.
ritual.
hmm
You could
She was-
talk to the paladins and clerics of was it Bahamut? Who's that dragon god I don't give a shit about?
Bahamut, yeah.
Bad.
Yeah,
bad,
Bahamut.
bad mean.
They cleared us up of that. Like they came in after we did their job, and they got mad at us because we looked threatening.
Yeah.
Oh, a fun
And I
thing
mean,
about
there were all the dead cultists around us too. So
that fun
True.
thing about that boat ride, we ended up going to Lathandra's Light and taking them out.
Oh yeah,
So
that
no,
happened.
no. So my information is that you took the boat ride, you betrayed Sogri, you went to the
Yeah.
Fender's Light, and then you joined them.
no.
Yes, to get on their side to murder them.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
didn't
we
actually
snuck
join.
into their. Yeah, we snuck in and then killed them.
everyone except the kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are these? Oh wait, the two they
The
were
twins.
Asmar twins, right? Yeah.
We
No,
have
okay.
policy against killing kids.
Unless they are really
Except
shitty.
I mean, we also have a policy against. I don't know why killing kids keeps coming up. There's no kids that
Well, we're trying to give you as much information as possible, but it looks like you got the wrong information, but you won't believe anybody else, even though I'm telling you the truth.
Okay,
and you
okay. Put yourself in my shoes.
Okay.
And say you got captured by Lathander's Light or whatnot, and then they're like, "Oh, actually, we're the good guys. We're not executing tieflings and sucking the tiefling out of them and flaying them alive." Or
Oh no, they were shitty.
That was pretty gruesome.
Yeah, they suck. We
It'd
hate
more
them.
be like a third faction showed up and called the others both assholes, and then we went from there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think none of them exist anymore?
well, no, because Ovina and her squad took them out. That was the last I heard.
Who?
Uh,
No.
oh, hmm.
Is someone
I
taking credit
don't
for our work?
That's actually bullshit.
I hope not.
Oh my god, I'm so mad. I'm just
I mean, that
out
was
here
pretty cool.
trying to save
Shit, Myra.
everyone and make sure people know that I saved them, and someone else is taking credit for what I
Well, it
Well,
would
Victor,
we
calm
did.
down.
It would explain why you'd have the cloak here.
Yeah, I mean, we had that big climactic battle on top of a lighthouse with angels dropping down on us.
I don't
That's-
believe a
yeah.
word you said, because you said you beat a dryad to death and you got all like this, and I don't. I
No,
that,
Well, I
that
mean,
is-
like,
I mean, I
I-
beat
if
other
you want
stuff to
proof,
death.
we can.
I know
we
you
can
beat
just go
things
to
to
the-
death. But what?
If you want proof, we can just go to those Dragonborn prophecy guys. They can tell you we had to kill Sogri in this weird divine circle, so her spirit would be purged from this world.
This
Yeah.
this sounds like a storybook I had read.
I'm giving
as a
you proof. I'm
child.
telling you, you can take you
Oh,
the
no,
proof.
I-
You keep saying no.
No, I am more than welcome to go to the proof. I just don't believe you.
Hmm.
I mean,
Because
if you-
if you guys are telling the truth, then that means that the past however many months of my life and the death of all my comrades have been for nothing. And
Well,
I
Can we
refuse
hear
to
this
believe
report
that.
finally?
Dude.
Can you tell us what's in this report?
You know, I was telling you what was in the report. What?
Was that it? It was just these guys bad, kill them?
Sorry, you
that-
cut out, or I cut out, Dylan. What'd you say?
Does your report just say these guys bad, kill them? Because that's
No,
pretty much
okay.
what we've been spewing this whole time.
All right, so let me start at the very beginning because I realize context is going to make this very strange. But my name is, well, the name that you need to know at me as is Nemesis. I come from a very far away place that no longer exists. You know who Cord is? I think you might have mentioned Cord. You know who my god is.
Mm-hmm.
Lord.
I
Good
used to
to
be a
know,
group.
God.
I used to be from a group called the Frozen Blades of Cord. I traveled to the city of Aramore for a festival where there was going to be a lot of combat, a lot of fighting, a lot of cool things, and this thing called the Parade of Heretics. My memory gets a little fuzzy about the before times. Lots of things have happened, but that's where I know Agranak.
Aggie, is this true so far? Does this
Yeah.
sound correct? Okay.
I remember the festival.
Okay.
And
Okay.
before I know it, suddenly there's this massive freaking Hellgate. No, excuse me, not Hellgate, Abyss Gate, because demons start coming out. There's demons everywhere. I'm fighting for my life and trying to protect everyone that I can around me. And then there's a dragon, there's explosions, like these guys blew up part of the city, and then everything just changed. And everything was different. Still more demons, and we're running for our lives and meeting with other refugees. There's these sky pirates that take us in because apparently people are trying to kill us because we're tieflings. And that's when I came to the Horned Ones, and I've been operating as a runner for them pretty much ever since, doing intel and ferrying tieflings away from Lathander's Light. Until you guys killed Kalek. The information I have is that you guys betrayed the organization, killed Sogri en route to go at. You guys were going to attack Lathander's Light, but you killed Sogri en route, joined Lathander's Light, went and did goodness knows what, because you kind of fall off guys fall off our intel for a little bit. But the last thing I heard was that another part of the organization took care of Lathander's Light around the same time that you guys killed Kalak. And that's when all my information started to go dark.
No, that was us.
Yeah.
We did all the work. I don't know who the hell's taking credit. I need to add them to my shit list.
Yeah.
But I almost died like 3 times, and I'm not happy someone's taking credit for my work.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
What a perfect.
I tried
compliment.
really hard, okay?
It's hard.
So,
Okay,
we
Zan.
believe you, Zan.
It's okay.
We've seen you rake your face open to help us heal a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, in my dossier, it does say that you are quite prone to self-harm to help other members of your squad, which means my plan was to hurt one of them for you to do that so that I could take you out and ruin their healing.
I'm
Okay.
glad they're taking notes.
Yes,
All right.
I like to take good notes, but limited intel I have, I've just been operating on those who are guilty with the rest of the squad, and you guys showing up here was just kind of a nice coincidence.
Did you know the true intentions of the Horned Ones?
The only intentions that I knew were that we were to save tieflings, and that's all I did until recently.
Okay.
Well, that's what we did too, because we killed Lathander's light.
Yep. They had a
Was-
bunch of
it was-
tieflings
it was a
chained
big
up, and we're gonna do a big ritual on the top of their lighthouse, and like, I don't know, like half of them or something would fail the ritual and be lit on fire and thrown off the tower.
Yeah, it was pretty fucked
It was pretty
up.
Yeah,
messed
that's
up.
That's what this big green jewel I was holding is for. It's from the lighthouse. It's that thing that burns them. That's why we broke it.
I'm trying to think. I guess she wouldn't really have intel on the lighthouse. I mean, yeah, she wouldn't have intel on the lighthouse.
You could ask if there's anything specific that you might have intel on, and I'll tell you.
Yeah, what would I have like any specific intel like other than
No,
like obviously?
The only thing was it was the lighthouse in that area was just a presumed location where the Lathander's Light were operating out of. But since you guys didn't have any other information, that's what these people were supposed to go there to find information on, and then they came back as traitors.
Yeah.
So if anything, like the rumor was maybe like they were turned, you know, or anything. Like there was a bunch of different rumors, but none of them were, you know, there's nothing, no proof or fact behind them. But still, paint it in a negative light because they betrayed you.
Yep.
Yeah, we were pretty not into Sogri wanting to tear out some kids' eyes, so we stopped that, and then we were kind of thinking of maybe hooking up with Lathander's Light, but then we saw him kick a dying tiefling off the lighthouse on fire, and we were like, oh heck no. So then we decided to kill them too.
Oh heck no.
A very G-rated and thorough explanation.
I mean, if you wait like 24 hours, I can just get another spell that makes everyone tell the truth.
Yeah, does
That
it
would
have
actually,
Zone of
you know
Truth
what?
on it?
That actually would, I would trust those magics. I have seen them in action. Not that I've used them. Other people in the squads have. So, even though it may come from your god, who apparently is okay with what happened to the tieflings, I will.
Yeah,
I
it's
will allow
perfectly
it.
fine. I'm protecting everyone.
Yeah.
That's what this symbol on my hand, chest, face, and shield means.
On your face.
She's like, she kind of like springs up from her like little thing. She's like, all right, well then I am your prisoner, and I
Hey,
shall.
we
wait
don't
until
take
then.
prisoners.
Well, I don't often get taken prisoners, so what are you gonna do about it?
I mean, we do have those fancy handcuffs from that pervert gnome, so
If you start slapping on pervert gnome handcuffs on me, I swear upon all of the gods, I will rain hell down on you.
Don't worry, he's dead.
yep.
And the handcuffs are not perverted. He was. The handcuffs
Only
are just
perverted if you
handcuffs.
want them to be.
I don't know if I trust.
By the way, did any of you guys actually take them? Because you guys were butt naked for basically all of that.
Pretty sure Tristan had some by the end of it.
No.
I don't have it written
Oh,
down.
okay. Never mind.
I don't think
kidding.
anyone took him because there was no way you guys could hold on to them and move forward.
Alrighty.
Well, we just have
Hey,
ropes.
Pete, is my prayer of healing done?
Yeah. Everyone would heal for 10 additional HP.
Everyone gets 10 points of loving God healing.
Thank you. That's so kind. Oh, I'm at full.
All right.
health Already.
Well, if you guys want to, like, you know, either rest or do something with this new chick who's been trying to kill us until I get my spells back. I didn't mean to press that if that was me. Yeah, I didn't mean to press that.
Okay.
I prefer not to stay down here. I'd prefer going back to the tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
All right.
if we want, we could come here afterwards, after we've cooled off with Nemesis, hopefully, try and get that fire, see if we could sell it somewhere. But yeah, we could.
Oh,
head back
I
down.
don't. If we're being honest, I might as well put a good hoof forward. That you're not going to be able to get that down. I have it rigged to drop and blow. Otherwise, I would be thinking of ways to bring it down and help just have it on me and perhaps sell some as again all worldly possessions. Dust in the wind.
How much does this cost you, by the way, this setup?
Oh, it's I sold my abacus as well, so it was quite a bit.
Your abacus?
That's a big word.
Yes,
Doing some
it's
number
another
crunching?
big word.
I
Oh,
hate
you know
those
what an
things.
abacus is, but you don't know what a brigand is. Did you stop learning your words after A? I'll have to add that to my repertoire of information on you.
I don't need this from you. I am more successful than you.
You are Victor Cannon. Yes. Is this the part where you're going to give me an autograph? Another
Oh
A
yeah, I
word.
did forget to give you an autograph. Hold on. Oh, your hands are kind of full. I'll just kind of like roll it up and like slide it in somewhere like where we'll stay.
I just imagine she just like, straight up just like bound with rope
You-
and she's just kind of like bouncing around.
You can
Yeah.
describe the kind of clothing that Nemesis is actually wearing at this point.
Yeah,
Because
I
I don't think
mean,
we went
so-
into detail about that kind
Yeah,
of
so
stuff.
she's not wearing like armor or anything. It's very kind of I don't want to say open roby, but that's kind of I guess that's a good description of the vibe.
Loose.
Sort of more very loose. It's good good for
Flowing
running.
robes.
Flowing. Her tail good tail room. Nice
Tail
swishing.
room.
Kind
I
of
know-
like very battered. Like it looks like it's gone through some shit, but
I know
no
you-
armor to be seen.
I know part of the artwork that I ended up doing also was like bandage wrapped around the shins, and I believe like part.
I think
of
she's
your,
got a bandit, like
Yeah,
bandages, kind
a
of
lot
like in the middle.
Your torso is like bandaged up in a way, like just to keep everything like held down and or compact in a way.
Yeah, they did not have the sports bras, so she went with just bandages to keep everything just compact. So she's a compact unit of destruction.
Gotcha.
Definitely like there's like bracers. I mean like
Are
like
you
the
impressed,
kind of like
Gia?
I am impressed that you thought about support issues.
yeah. I mean yeah. So like she is.
Sad,
Like,
what's your
a,
situation?
Victor's
She,
just getting more and
has-
more into it. He needs to know.
There's
Victor,
she has like
calm
kind of
down.
like these like leather bracers on that you would see kind of like on an archer. You notice that she has a bow, she has a quiver, she has a whip on one side and a sword on the other. And she also has just like a bundle of like what will look like lawn darts. Just as
Darts.
well. She's like loaded with stuff. You also notice behind one of like tucked behind like an ear and a horn, there's a paintbrush.
Artistic.
Yes. And I'm sure there's a frickin' whatchamafaceit. We don't have it figured out quite yet, but there looks like to be some sort of like painter supplies, like maybe some sort of
You
canvas.
probably have a
up
small
there.
bag that
Yeah.
still kind of like on or like tossed into a corner that you were gonna
Yeah,
go
it's
grab anyways.
Yeah, it's like a nice it's a nice square bag.
Okay.
Okay.
So you guys are trying to leave right now, right? This location?
Mhm.
Is that what it was?
If we're
Mhm.
leaving, I don't want to leave those traps for somebody to fall into. So I guess I'll set them off right before we get out of here.
I mean, to be fair, we were gonna have to go through that way unless we were going to bust. I mean, I guess you did end up busting through the cage from the sounds of it, which means
Yeah.
you probably busted through the door too.
Yep. Both of them
This-
are gone.
This deep in, we will not be we would probably wouldn't encounter anyone who is not a ne'er do well, other than myself, of course. I would like to request that if we're going to set her off, we leave the bodies underneath.
Did
You
you
want
kill
to
those
leave-
people?
Yeah, what bodies?
The bodies you saw entering the room. the large room.
Oh yeah, those
There was
bodies.
3 individuals that were.
You sounded like a disappointed dad. Did you kill those people? No, it
Yes. Yes, and they deserved it.
Why?
What did they do?
Because they let the tieflings die.
Who are they?
Well, and she kind of like, she's like, well, I would have a a full dossier on them as per normal, but Braden Hemsworth is over there. I actually don't know the other two. Those were. I did not kill them. I guess I should specify. I did not kill the two others that were there. They were unfortunate casualties that chose to die.
Oh,
Braden, however, accepted his death with open arms. So.
that's
That
who we are looking
was
for,
a
right?
weird way
Have
to
any-
specify their deaths.
Did any of them see your face?
Yes, but don't worry, they won't. They won't be telling anyone.
Obviously, you killed them.
But we need to bring the bodies back. There's money involved.
Oh, there's no money involved.
No?
I don't have hands free, but wait. Oh, I really wanted to do this to just kind of mess with you guys. Give me a second. Let me just wiggle a little bit. And then, oh, actually, yeah, she kind of like wiggles her hands enough and just casts Disguise Self and just turns right into Guinevere.
You
It was the
You
perfect trap!
Huh.
Okay, that was pretty good, but you still have bad intel about us.
I had good enough intel to get you down here, and we're going to have to figure out all that other fun stuff. How do I actually get rid of the slot? Oh, a slot's remaining. Never mind. Oops. Sorry.
Okay, so how about we get the hell out of here? Because, like, this place is getting me all jittery.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is quite creepy down here. I've had to wait. You guys did not come down right away like I expected. Or I should have expected you not to come down.
We were
I mean-
busy doing
Yeah.
things.
We have our own lives, you know.
I'm sure whatever it was very important. Nothing like playing
It
around at the
was.
beach or anything.
No, Victor is celibate now.
And what? No.
Were you at the beach?
Yeah, you guys all went to the beach.
Yep.
Yeah,
We
we
went
did
fishing.
go to the beach. No rule against that. And also, I'm not celibate.
Okay, Victor's possible celibacy aside, one thing I would like to discuss is when we do get back to the surface, it will be kind of questionable
much
for
so.
you around in ropes. I
Not
I
at
don't know.
all.
I mean, have you?
You're
not
an
seen
acolyte.
them?
I'm hazing you. It's fine.
Hazing.
The robots, though, they are. I had to do quite a lot to get around them, and I feel like if I'm running around as a prisoner, you can keep me like this way down here if you so choose. But I promise, on the honor of Cord, I shall not run away when you inevitably have to untie me on the surface.
Zan, is that
Okay,
what
well-
cord stuff does?
I mean,
Honestly,
realistically,
you
I
give
could
me
run
a-
away from you if I needed to
I
now.
distinctly remember the acolytes of Cord, like, just trying to fight me every chance they got, which wasn't cool, because, like, a lot of the time I wasn't even, like, near them. They'd come to me.
We do like fighting.
So, like,
Huh. I should look into
I
that
just,
god.
it's like those kids in the playground who, like, they just come up to you every second and be like, hey, you want to fuck around? And you'd be like, no, I'm trying to not fuck around. And they'd be like, come on, just fuck around. And you'd be like, no.
We
They'd be like,
believe
yes.
the best way to worship our god is to punch very hard in his name.
Right. Okay, if this is gonna
You
work
don't
out because
say.
you're still an asshole and I still don't trust you, allow me to cast 2 spells on you and then we can go up there.
Oh, goody. Are you going to make me bleed again?
No, the exact opposite.
Okay then.
Just say yes to both.
Yes.
Okay,
Towards
cool.
it.
You're blind and deaf now. Now let's go.
Nice.
All right.
She just kind of like she's sitting there and you just hear her just like cursing in Aquan, which I guess you would understand.
Wait, why does she
Yeah.
speak Aquan if she's a tiefling?
You guys will learn more about that
Wow,
eventually
that's
by
cute.
She
asking
would-
for-
Because she's a blue
answer, but-
tiefling. They're water themed.
Water
That
themed
is
tiefling.
that is a racial assumption. I don't.
You can't.
All right, I untie her.
Okay.
Like Agranak, you want to pick her up so she doesn't run into anything as on her way out.
Agronach's just go look at Nemesis for like a brief second and then
You see,
hoist
she's
her up
like
and-
she's like kind of like feeling around like this, just kind of like slowly, kind of walking, like using her hands. And then Agranak picks her up, and at first, like she looks like she's about to like beat the shit out of someone, but then she like recognizes it's Agranak and just kind of relaxes.
Strong. They are.
Nemesis. What did you do in the before time?
Nemesis looks like she can't hear you because she's blinded and deaf.
And, Nemesis just isn't
Yeah, Aggie,
replying.
That's okay.
I made a blind
You
and
gotta
deaf until we
tell
get to the tavern, just because I want to.
Oh,
Sorry, buddy.
This. Oh, I guess that's not. That's not considered a charm. Never mind.
No, it's not a charm. It's a condition,
Damn.
not a charm.
Okay. Just making sure.
Aggie starts marching on.
Okay.
Did I hear her speaking Aquan?
Yes. I mean, all of you probably would have.
Okay.
Do you understand anything, about
No. But I think I could recognize it as Aquan. Yes?
Give me an intelligence check.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, in real life, I can recognize a lot of languages that I don't
Yes,
speak.
but you're also much smarter than Victor Cannon.
That's true. Alright.
Zan does curse in it, at least.
I would think that I would have heard it from Zan. But, alright.
Bloop, 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 bloop.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, no idea.
Oh, I was gonna make a funny joke.
Oh, I'm
Alright, well,
sorry.
I guess I won't make my funny joke. You'll never know.
Why is
That's
this
illegal.
tiefling speaking Aquan?
No, I was gonna ask why she was speaking Zan's mermaid language.
All right. So you guys make your way out of the sewers, and you are in the religious district, I believe. Of just backtracking, you guys are now in the religious district of not Salkir. It's Yanoa, which is the North Island. And if you guys want to get to the Ivory Cabbage, it's all the way back in the mainland. So,
How long is the walk?
if you're walking, taking your time, probably like a good hour.
Getting those steps
My
in.
spell doesn't last that long.
Oh.
I
Oh, it does. We're
It
good.
does. It lasts
Perfect.
exactly 1 hour.
Dylan, how many freaking spell slots do you have left for blindness, deafness? 'Cause that's only a minute.
Metagaming.
Now, I just want to know if this wears off at all. If she's gonna be how long she's gonna be blind and deaf.
I have
An hour.
9 spell slots. In an
Um,
hour, yeah.
I
Oh,
mean,
and that's
you
more
can
than
also
bond. Blind
make
is
a
definitely.
con save
Yeah, it's a minute.
thing, so
I could, yeah. No, it's just it only lasts for a minute. So
Oh,
I'm
it
trying to figure out
does.
when I can-
Oh.
when I can be
oops.
Yeah, it was the
annoying
wrong
again.
one I clicked. It's weird on the slot.
It's only
That's
like 4 or
fine,
5
whatever.
minutes.
I think like after a while it wears off, but she's just kind of like hanging out, like kind of like being carried by Agron.
Yeah, Agronac's like, Agronac, how are you carrying Nemesis, by the way?
Like a decent fireman's carry, but
Oh,
you
like
know,
over the
I'm
shoulder?
kinda-
Oh.
Yeah.
she's,
Not
just,
romantic.
she's just like kind of like watching from like behind her. She's like being carried around.
She's enjoying the view.
Yeah, there are a few people that are like looking at you guys weird, but the automated cars, they don't stop you, actually. It seems
We're really
like,
not doing anything illegal.
No,
Yeah.
Nemesis doesn't seem to be struggling or anything,
Yeah.
so there's no caution for alarm right now. As you guys make your way back and eventually get back to the Ivory Cabbage, I forget what time it was when you guys went in, so I'm just gonna say it's evening now, just to make things easier.
Evening.
All right.
Or
well,
afternoon. I'll say it's afternoon.
Zan, may I speak with you sometime later?
he says what? Yeah, sure.
Vague.
Okay.
Okay.
And I go and grab a bunch of my spell materials. I head over into the corner, put my hood up, and start jotting stuff down.
Okay. Rowan kind of splits off from you guys at the moment too. Where are you guys taking Nemesis?
I was about to say, can Agronat, can you watch her until I get the truth spell in tomorrow morning? She
Yeah,
seems to
sure.
respect you and not think you're an asshole for something you
I-
didn't do.
I would like to spend plenty of time with Agronak. We have much to talk about.
I bet
Agronac
you
just
do.
sort of looks at you with this broody, sort of almost perplexed face and says, "Yeah."
I
if
think
there's anything to do with that fighting pit, I'll sit around and listen as well.
As long as you keep that teeth thing away, I guess.
Oh, don't worry, it's in another dimension thing. I actually don't know where it is, but it's not here.
Are you guys are sure you are the good guys, correct?
Yeah, I
Like
would
everything,
assume-
every time he opens his mouth, I'm questioning everything.
I have a
more so
really
than
good
you.
track record of killing people I don't like.
Is that why you almost always go down first?
Yes.
He has that. She has that intel.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's an intel that everyone knows.
Incredibly rude.
Okay.
Honestly, it's been a tough life. Your biggest enemy is yourself, you know?
Aw.
Yes, but see that's what we believe in the Temple of Cord, and that's why we train our bodies against it.
I don't want to hear about your cord bullshit.
Victor, sit there.
So you're a Hellmite now. How is
I am.
how is the armor going?
I mean, I need to buy it, but good, I guess. I have the helmet.
You're in a. I thought you guys made your things.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I've been a Hellmite for like 12 hours, so I don't really know all the rules yet.
Oh, I mean, to be fair, you're paying for it, so you're making it with your own money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
We're not all talented blacksmiths, alright?
Yeah. I mean, I have many talents, but blacksmithery is not one of them.
I mean, back
Yeah, well.
back in my day, the Hellmites always made their own blacksmithery. I'm shocked to hear that it's changed. Then again, I don't know what's going on with my core.
Were there a lot of Helmites back in your day?
There was a decent amount.
Because I personally know like 5, and there's no more.
Yeah, no, Helm was a relatively popular guy, standing up for the weak and whatnot, defending all that is just and right.
Yeah, he's
It's
pretty
a
good.
little too pompous for my liking, but that's
Yet
fine.
another reason I'm not evil.
Yep.
Well, something I've learned in this past few months is that the road to the 9 hells is paved with good intentions. I wouldn't go around doing what I did to people who are claimed to be good if they didn't deserve it.
Well, we don't.
I mean, good after all is just a matter of perception. I mean, the Tieflings were viewed as evil. That's what the Thander's Light was doing, and they were good and just, weren't they?
No.
Hey, I
That's
have
why we killed them.
easy definitions of all this stuff. If you're good, you're good. If you're evil, you're evil, and they die.
We
So-
can get into the fun philosophical debates tomorrow when you.
I
zone
don't
in
know what
with
that
me.
means. There's at least 2 words in that sentence I've never heard before.
So
Fun?
there's
Philosophical.
Phila and Sophical.
Sorry.
Well, you know what
Surprisingly, I know
religion
that.
is. The doctrine of. Do you know what doctrine is?
It's like a piece of paper.
No, it means a doctor is in.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Agranak, please take me from this place. Lead me to my temporary cell. I can't deal with this anymore.
Oh, I can't deal with you anymore.
Agronach's gonna pick her up.
I imagine like she's not even bound. Like you just pick her up. She's just like, okay, I'm okay with this.
Yep, and then you bring
Put
her
her in,
to
like,
your
Agranak
room.
down.
She's just and you're just kind of like she's just kind of like dangling. You're carrying her. It's like, you are a lot taller like up close. You know that?
Yeah, 7 feet's pretty far from the ground.
Show off.
So, at this point, we're gonna play a bit of the recording that actually we're gonna play all the recording that we recorded for what Rowan is gonna be up to with Michelle. That kind of explains the future bit for a little bit since Rowan isn't here. This will be our break, the DM and players break, but this will go on for about 30 minutes. It will just explain things. So let me just set that up, and we'll be.
Just like a 30-minute clip of like Michelle and Rowan fucking.
Whoa.
Circle jerking.
Circle jerking of 2.
All right. Well, either way, I'm gonna need everyone to like literally just be quiet and not talk. Unfortunately.
Oh yeah, I'm a mute myself.
All right. Cool.
I'll be on Twitch on my phone.
All right. Thank you.
At this point in time, I'd be in a tavern, currently sitting at a table alone. I have my spell components out. You see me with a notepad and a quill, and I'm just thinking of what to write at the moment.
You guys are still in the Ivory Caverns. The last couple of
Yes.
the tavern you guys have been staying in Missouri for the last couple of days. So yeah, Michelle, you're finishing what you're about to do, like prepping for what you're about to do.
Pete, there's
the
no
tavern,
audio.
The way it's shaped, there are a few like areas in the back where there's no audio.
Yeah, I can barely hear anybody in the video.
Shit.
It's like I'm at max volume. It's like a whisper.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a second. Fuck. So I'm fixing some technical issues, I guess. I thought it was coming in clear, but that's just on my end. So I guess.
Here, I have someone else test it. Maybe it's just my connection.
I can test it.
Okay, well I'm gonna start playing it again. So just watch the, you know.
Yeah, no
Currently
problem.
sitting at a table alone. I have my spell components out. You see me with a notepad and a quill, and I'm just thinking of what to write at the moment.
You guys are still in the Ivory Tavern. The last couple of
Yes.
the tavern you guys have been staying in Missouri for the last couple of days. So yeah, Michelle, you're finishing what you're about to do, like prepping for what you're about to do. The tavern, the way it's shaped, there are a few like areas in the back where the tables are less well lit, where it doesn't. People pay less mind to those individuals sitting in the corner, and you're definitely in one of them, finishing what you're doing. So
Definitely with a hood up at this point in time.
okay, so take it away.
Okay, Rowan's just gonna burst in from the front door. And
Okay.
he sees Michelle there, so he stomps over and he's like, "You know how to read, right?"
Yes, that was quite a loud opening.
Well, I just went to the library and I found out that no one will read books to me, so I'm not in the best one.
You'd have to pay people to do that.
I don't have any money.
I have the money, and I can also read. Need help with
Well,
anything?
I need information on owlbear eggs.
Owlbear eggs. Wasn't that what Oscar was looking at? Didn't he say he was missing some?
Yes. Listen, this is too public of a place for me to talk about this, but I need this information.
Okay.
So, can you help me there?
I could help you with that. Do you want to talk more in private?
Sure. Just come to my room. And he's
Sounds
just
good.
gonna go upstairs.
I pack up all the stuff that I was doing.
It's funny because
Head-
I mentioned the tavern as a one-story tavern multiple times, but everyone says heads upstairs, so there's another story on the damn tavern.
Always assume every tavern has an upstairs.
Yeah, that's what everyone
Yes,
assumes.
hotel.
Not always, but
Fine,
okay.
he
Yeah.
heads down the hallway.
No,
to his
no,
room.
it's all good. It's upstairs now.
I head downstairs.
There's a balcony upstairs area. All right. Well, you guys, Michelle, you follow Rowan into Rowan's room that he has been occupying alone. And in the room, you can see that most of Rowan's things are kind of tossed into the corner, but the one thing you would instantly notice is on the bed, you could see pillows, blankets have been like pulled up and around, almost in a like to hold in the middle these two large eggs.
That looks like a cozy nest. Wait, did you lay those? Can you lay eggs?
No, I didn't lay these eggs. These are the owlbear eggs that Oscar
Okay.
found and was gonna sell.
Oh,
them
those
to
are
slavery.
owlbear eggs?
Yes,
Huh.
you can't sell them.
I wasn't going to.
Well, apparently they're worth a lot of money. But, well, in my culture, when a child is, dropped into your lap, especially in a time of grief, you take care of that child and you name them after fallen brethren. So Oscar trying to sell these eggs is doubly insulting right now.
I can see why now.
Yeah. So, I need help on learning how to take care of little Boone and Remy now, so... And I don't
Boone and
wanna-
Remy. That's
Yeah.
cute.
Well, with Boone being recently gone, and we'll probably never see him ever again. Who knows if he's even
Don't
alive?
say that.
Well, maybe you look on the bright side of things, but I'm more of a realist. This is how nature is.
I'm not gonna take your word for that, but I will help you with these eggs. So
When I used the X-ray ring, it looked like they were still alive, and they're pretty big in there, so I don't know when they're gonna hatch.
I'll definitely get some research on them. I don't know how long they take to hatch. Should we keep them here, or should we
I
take
don't
them
know
elsewhere?
about that. This isn't a very safe place, and especially with Oscar and Agronak running around saying they want to eat these eggs, I don't want them around them.
No doubt. Do you think we should take them back to our house? Lost and Found.
Boston?
We have a couple workers there.
Do you guys
We have
remember
the
the
gardener.
name?
I do.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, do you even remember?
We have Zaldon. He works in the gardens. He takes care of Porta. Is it Porta? Porto. He takes care of
that's
Porta.
right. He does take care of the mushroom child.
Do you think
I wouldn't put it past Loston for messing with these eggs, though, so maybe we'll just say they're yours.
Yeah, he won't mess with it if I say it's mine.
Yeah, if we say they're mine, then he might. Alright, well, Lost and Found was probably a safe place, especially with the whole auction coming up.
Yeah.
And this weirdo we found in the friggin' sewers. Don't want her around them.
Yeah. Don't even know her, what she wants at the moment.
She wants
Who knows
to kill us.
Who knows if she wants to eat these eggs as well?
She probably does. She probably will.
So, I can make a portal to Lost and Found, but someone has to bring the eggs in and all that. I really can't just shove them through the portal.
How long does that portal last?
Only a couple seconds.
Ugh. So, there's
It's
no
one
way.
way. Yeah.
Go and come back. Well, I guess I can go in and stay there for a bit. Try to get Lawson to send me back. That's not a very good idea, actually. How far away is Lost and Found from where we are?
It's literally, I think we calculated it's like 14 days to walk back, or close to, or like 10 days to walk back. But like on a flying Pegasus, we calculated it's about 3 to 4 days.
Yeah.
Which means if you guys leave now, you will get back just in time with a half a day, maybe a day left to prepare for the auction. Or, I mean, this is me as a DM giving a possible option, is hire somebody with a message to take them back. There's a chance that a courier might, well, do something wrong or make a mistake with it if you don't hire the proper one, but it's a small chance, and even less so if you teleport him right there. So
That's true. We could just teleport a courier over there.
We could.
as long as they are part of a guild, they're most likely trustworthy, that kind of stuff. Just me as a DM, giving you guys possibility.
I can also potentially teleport someone with Victoria. They can just fly back.
Yeah, but with the auction coming up, I don't think any of us want to do that necessarily.
No, I've already done that at this point in time. It's a decent flight.
Well, we can always hire someone and he can just run back.
Yeah, true.
Alright, where's the closest guild in town? Or the best guild? The cheapest guild.
Yes.
There are multiple guilds on Masuriel, like the city of Masuriel. However, most of them are located on the islands, with the exception of the Couriers Guild, which is located on the mainland that you guys are on. And the Couriers Guild, actually, there's a huge post where they check in and bring things and keep records of everything. and you guys have seen it before because it's located right along the gate of the wall of the city, the main gate too. So you guys would have walked by it, seen the sign multiple times, and not only that, the Ivory Cabbage is pretty close to the main gate also, which helps, location-wise too.
Okay, so we can hire a courier. Send
You
him
will
through the
hire it.
portal.
I don't
I
want
will
to show my
hire a
face.
courier. Send him through the portal. And you message Loston and make sure that he got your eggs.
Yep.
And then that guy can run back. That way I know that they're there safe.
Sounds good. How much do you think it's gonna cost?
Too much.
I agree.
But
Oh.
maybe it's worth it.
Should go ask. And I hand you like 200 gold.
Ooh.
Probably won't be this much, but who knows?
Well, thank you then. I'm gonna head on over to the Couriers Guild.
Are you gonna bring the eggs with you right now, or no?
No.
Okay. When you get to the Couriers Guild, a small gnomish man appears over the counter, and he explains some of the fees real quick. Most of the stuff he's explaining, he seems quite monotone, and he's mostly talking about like carrying information or packages throughout the city here. But he's literally just reading from a script.
I'm just gonna cut him off. Listen, we need somebody to go through a portal to deliver a couple of fragile packages.
So like a portal to where?
To our guild.
But where?
I don't know where our guild is.
Oh my god.
Talbar.
Well, we need to know. We need to make sure you're not going to
Is
send
Michelle
him
with
somewhere away. No, Michelle's not with you.
Well-
we need to make sure he can come back.
It's like a 10-day journey. It's fine. I feel like it's in somewhere that starts with an M. Where are we now?
This is the city of Masurio.
Then it definitely doesn't start with an M.
I mean, is it on one of the major cities at least?
I believe so. I mean, all of
Okay,
your
so-
little humanoid cities are.
Farthest
Culturally,
from
but-
here is Fano, the halflings. The Mox is probably the second farthest. Maybe that rings a bell. The dwarves.
We've definitely been to a place called Mox. I'm sure it's there.
To Mox.
Yes.
Okay. That's quite the journey. You're saying you can send him there. Can you bring him back?
No.
Oh, okay. Then let me just crunch some numbers real quick. And you can see he's like thinking, oh crap, damn it, I can't adjust that.
Where is our guild, by the way?
It's in
It's a
Talbar.
Talbar.
Oh, okay.
The city of the dragon forms. But the funny thing is, if you just waited, he would have been like, eventually, he would have said it, but you're like, Mox, that's where.
He's going to Mox now.
Yeah.
He's gonna think he's in Mox. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Okay. Okay. I just need to calculate by measuring out each square of space that he's gonna need to travel along a main road, which is gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Thinks he's gonna be sent to Mox. Sent to Talbar. He gets out. Oh, this is weird.
I hope it's not further away than Mox.
So, with that, the provisions and the safety precautions of him having to travel all the way back here, it's going to come
It's
out.
only one way.
Well, yes, it would be double the cost. Keep that in mind. I've already subtracting the fact that he doesn't have to go all the way there. So that comes out to close to, it's about 200 and no. It becomes 230 gold pieces.
Well, fine. I give him the 230 gold. Now, I
And-
want to see who this courier is.
It also depends on the size. Let me just say, the package. Is it something he could easily carry?
I will make sure he can easily carry it. Just show me your courier.
Well, we have
Don't give
many
me
out.
any
So
twink.
there, you can trust us. We have many people with many different talents and skills that will guarantee your parcel is delivered in the time we say they should be delivered. As for,
Well, it'll be delivered instantaneously. If they're fragile.
we also have to make sure that they're fragile. You say that's another.
They're fragile enough.
What is it?
I don't want you to give me some bumbling oaf who will just like trip on the way in and drop it.
You have my word that I will send the finest that we have as soon as he comes back, at least.
When is he coming back?
Well, he's just out on a everyday job right now, just towards the edges of the sit. So he should be back today, early today.
All right. Well, I'm staying at an inn nearby.
Do you know what inn this is?
The name escapes me right now.
Oh, fantastic. At least a name that I can have him ask around. I already have your description down, so at least a name.
My name is Rowan.
Rowan. Family name?
I don't have one.
Okay, Rowan. Half of. And he's like muttering to himself as he looks up and down at you, and going back to the paper, like jotting down extra notes. He's like, all right. And you said you're staying at a tavern nearby. We'll ask for, we'll have him check those places out. But you said it's fragile. I need to make sure he can take such things. He can't take something massive, per se. And it'll be a waste of his time.
They're not massive. They're rather large, but they can be carried easily by
More
two.
than one object. You said fragile.
Well, they're large ostrich eggs.
Okay, livestock. Eggs. And he's like writing this down. He's definitely being very meticulous. He's like, all right. Well, since they're fragile and they're livestock, that's an additional 20 gold pieces for the fee.
All right, fine. I give him the additional.
Okay.
Man, I'm running out of money.
Well, I will send him right over. You just look for. Give me a second. I gotta get my list of random NPC names that I have written down up and ready. Let's see. It is a. Just be aware and look out for a tabaxi, black, little grayish spots around the neck mostly.
A tabaxi?
Yes, I know. Don't do that. I know what you're about to do. Don't do that.
Insult me, sir.
He is very skilled, and we have had no incidences with. If you don't want our business, then you could.
Listen,
you can,
these are bird eggs.
Yes.
I don't want some cat gonna eat my bird eggs.
He knows how to summon his own food. He even has a companion that is also a falcon, mind you. So I think he's okay with birds.
Alright, well, fine.
Don't be like
Send
that.
him over, and I will vet him, and I will make sure that he can do this job.
Alright, well, his name is Violet.
I will never remember that.
Oh,
That he's black tabaxi, black and white.
A black, like fur, grayish spots around the neck. He has one of his ears is kind of partially missing, but very skilled. And he has a falcon, a small falcon that always joins him. So
Alright, well then, send him over when he's here.
I will send him right away.
Alright, I'm gonna leave.
Okay. When you head back, Michelle, while Rowan's gone, are you doing your thing?
I'm just looking at the eggs. I'm like tapping them. I'm like, oh, they're so cool.
When you yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I'm just putting my hand on it. I'm like, oh, they're warm.
You could when you put your hand on one, you feel something kind of like tap on the side of it from the inside.
I like jump away. Oh, that's spooky.
They're kicking!
Yeah.
The time that Rowan's away, I'm just very intrigued about the eggs.
Okay. So you're just basically guarding the door to make sure no one's okay. So pretty soon, after Rowan returns, with whatever expression you're gonna say you have, Toby, but go ahead. Yeah, Rowan, you would be back by at the tavern by now. You don't see Michelle downstairs, so I'm guessing you're sure that he's in your room at least still.
Alright. Well, then he's gonna enter the room. Now, what does he see?
Okay.
As you enter the room, the door seems to be jammed or locked, and you hear from a voice inside, "Not allowed in."
I'm gonna ram the door as hard as I can.
Give me a strength check. Athletics check, actually.
That's definitely not something he can do very well.
When you ram against the door, you could hear the, loud banging. Some people look up at what the hell's going on. The owner, the female human that's been the owner of this establishment here, she's like, hey, if you're missing a key, you could come down here and get another one. All right?
I'm not missing a key. The friggin' door's barricaded.
Don't break our door. Isn't that your room?
I'm just gonna ram it again.
Hey!
While she's talking to me.
And she quickly puts down her things and starting to run up now that it's a second story tavern all of a sudden to where you are at. And you give me another athletics check. 14, yeah, okay. You bang on the door with Michelle. You hear Rowan's voice on the other side and another thump, but it doesn't budge or break.
I unjam the door.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't realize it was you, Rowan. You can come in.
Who the hell else would it have been?
I don't know.
The
I just
tavern
wanted to
owner
protect the eggs.
makes it up to you guys by the door open. She's like, now don't let me catch you breaking down my damn place.
I close the door on her.
And she's like mumbling, fumbling. She furthers herself from the door.
That's okay.
Okay.
Well,
Did you know the eggs are moving?
the eggs are moving. And he goes and he puts his hands on the egg.
Okay. You also feel a kick. Or like
This
a little scrape or tap, I guess.
What does
This
that mean?
one is Boone.
Does kicking mean they're ready?
I don't know.
Do you crack them open? How does eggs work?
You do not crack open an egg. That's
Okay,
how you cook
okay.
it.
Okay, sorry. I'm very new to, eggs.
I mean, they're owlbear eggs, so I have virtually no knowledge on them, but with other eggs, they hatch.
Okay. So you got a courier?
Yes, they're sending over a tabaxi to deliver these bird eggs.
Don't tabaxis eat birds?
That's what I said. Well, as soon as he gets here, if I don't deem him suitable, I'm sending him back.
Okay.
Okay. You guys wait a little bit. Eventually there's a knock at your door.
Wait, do we have some kind of paintbrush or a marker or something like that?
To mark the eggs.
Yes.
I have ink.
Do you have paint, Michelle? Okay.
I have ink.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just gonna use my finger then. It's ink.
Okay.
I'll just write a B on the one that's...
Boone.
Actually, I will draw a very crude little turtle on it.
It's
then
like a
I'll just
circle
draw
with,
a little flame on the other one.
give me a give me, let's say, a charisma check or a performance check, I guess.
They're both terrible, so don't worry.
Hey, not too bad. Yeah, one looks like a turtle, less than a turtle, but a turtle, and the other one definitely looks like a flame.
I should have drawn a gun. Oh well. I
Hello?
cracked open the door a little bit.
Is Rowan here? And you cracked the door open?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. You're Rowan, am I mistaken? And you see a completely jet black tabaxi. However, along the neck, just like he was described, you see kind of like grayish, like large spots around his neck that kind of go down into where the shirt covers it now.
Okay, he's just gonna swing the door open, but he's not gonna let him in yet.
Okay.
He's just gonna look him up and down, make sure.
The falcon that's sitting on his shoulder kind of flaps his wing and he takes a step back as you swing the door open. He's like, so you have a package for me to take all the way to Mox, am I right?
Mox?
Yes, that's what I was told by
Yeah, to Lost and Found.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was told it's going to go to a place called Lost and Found in Mox by Jeremy. Is that wrong?
Good news for you. It's in Talbar, so that's less of a walk.
Oh, fantastic. Makes things a bit easier.
Did I overpay for this? I don't know.
How much did you pay?
Listen, all of these places have names I can't remember. This is not natural.
You overpaid.
I'm gonna go back and I'm getting my fucking money back.
There's no refunds for, this kind of stuff. But I can guarantee that I will get your package. What is it, by the way? I heard it was livestock. I don't see any.
I just point to the bed behind me.
Yeah, looks. He's like, those are big eggs.
They are.
Well,
they're giant ostriches.
I should be able to take them. They're still alive. Am I right?
Yes.
Definitely.
Then this should be fine. As he kind of like slings off what looks like a satchel off his back, he opens it, and then you could see him reaching in and kind of pulling a few things out and then stuffing it into different bags. And he's looking, and he's like, that should, and he takes off his cloak and actually like stuffs it into his bag, and reaches deep into it, and he's like, that should be enough space, and that should make it soft enough. And
well, we'll be teleporting you there, so
still, finding the directly to.
Yeah.
Oh.
So when I teleport you, you're gonna be in this dark room. There's gonna be a door. Once you exit out, the big building on your right, that's Lost and Found.
All right. And you're not. If I don't return, if I can't return to Masurio, that's illegal kidnapping.
You'll return to Masurio.
Just needing to make sure you hear some weird stories when in the business.
Yeah, I can see that.
So, yes, I'll take the packages now. If you guys are fine with that. Might as well get this over with as fast as possible.
Give them to a little man named Loston and tell them these are Michelle's eggs and to take care of them and let us know when they're hatching.
Alright, do you have a name or... I mean, not a name, like a letter or something like that? Or do you just want the verbal transference of...
I'll write a letter.
Got it.
And I take 5 minutes to write a letter, more or less saying, hi, it's Michelle. I'm handing some owlbear eggs over. Take care of them until we come back. Signed, Michelle.
Okay. He takes it, and then he eyes at you. He eyes you up, Michelle. He's definitely looking at you now that he's, closer to you when you're handing it. He's like, have I seen you somewhere before in this city?
You have.
Oh, where? I usually don't forget a face, so.
I just put my finger to the lips. Shh.
That doesn't mean.
Man, just do your job.
I'm just curious.
Don't ask any questions.
All right. Well, The payments have been made. Once it's delivered, do you need confirmation from the guild or anything? I mean,
I'll be
it's
fine.
probably
I
gonna
can
be
get
instant.
confirmation myself.
Fantastic. All right. And now where's this portal? Or
Oh.
do you have a way to send me there?
Just give me 1 minute, and I grab a little pouch of chalks, and I just start sprinkling them on the floor in a circle.
Okay.
After
you finish
after
creating the
about
teleportation
55
circle.
seconds, I'm like, okay, get ready.
All
In
right.
3, 2, 1, and he's out.
All right. He gets teleported there. The teleportation circle closes, and you guys are in your rooms alone without the exiting. No.
That tabaxi was a little bit nosy.
He was. I just think it's just cats in general. They're always nosy.
They are always getting in other people's business and eating little children.
Well, at least the eggs are safe now.
Right. Well, thank you for your help. Hopefully they stay safe. Hopefully Lawson lets us know when they're hatching.
That would be nice.
I would
Anything else you need, or?
like to be there. Nope. Fuck. We gotta do that stupid auction at the end of the week, don't we?
Yeah.
I was told to learn how rich people act and speak and all that jazz by my master before, so I suppose I better go and study that.
Just copy me.
I'm sorry, but you don't strike me as a rich aristocrat.
I snap my fingers and a gold chest appears. You don't call. Well, what's this then? Huh?
You're more like a nouveau riche, as I've heard.
I don't know what you said, but I'll take it.
Where did Rowan learn that?
He's heard words.
he's heard it. He doesn't know it. He's just imitating.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, anything else?
I feel like that's good. We've already taken quite a bit of time.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we're. And we're about to be back. Is everyone here? Seems like everyone's here. It seems like everyone's here. Sorry, I was muted. All right, and we're back. That was a longer break than normal for us, so hope you guys got all your bathroom breaks in, because we're gonna power through.
Yeah, I'm multitasking. I'm trying to help my sister roll with them, but I can multitask.
Okay.
I'll hear her in the background.
Well, while Rowan and Michelle were busy doing their thing, sending the owlbear eggs that Oscar has procured for himself away to safety, what are the rest of you guys doing? Because Zan has to wait until the following day to cast the spell. So I was wondering what the rest of you guys are doing. By the way, Dylan, can you say something? Because I'm echoing through yours.
Am I?
Okay, there we go. Yes. So yeah, what are you guys doing?
Haggie's taking Nemesis back to the temporary cell, and he's gonna set her down. He said, "I'll be right back," and he's gonna go and get a couple of ales to bring back and share with Nemesis.
Ooh.
Okay. Actually, Dylan, is there a way you can do push to talk or something? I know I'm being bothersome, but it keeps cutting through with everyone else's voice too. Sorry.
I'll check it out.
Okay. Well, yeah, Duke, you make your way down. You make your way down to the tavern. You order a few, just like house ales, right? From Margaret, the owner, and then bring them back. Nemesis is kind of waiting patiently in your room, in your improv cell that you didn't really lock either. So
He's gonna hand her a mug and sit down across from her. So, Nemesis, you're from those before times.
Yes, I am.
What'd you do back then?
I mean, I trained my body to be a weapon. I did a lot of fighting. A lot of praying through fighting. I sang a little bit here and there. Picked up a few languages.
You sang?
I did.
What?
I mean, you said you. Forgive me for not really remember. You weren't much of a religious man, were you? Are you? Have you found?
I really
have you
only
found
believed
the
in
gods in the time you've been out, I guess.
I just remembered everything changing too.
Yeah. Kind of shocking that. It's night one
Yeah.
second, day the next. No explanation. Everything's different. Everyone that wasn't there is presumably long gone. I haven't had a chance to look up my family, but I assume they're all dead. If they are, they've been alive for some very long time. I know some of them that could defy age, but not that.
You ever miss it? With the 4 times.
Since I've come back, I've had demons try to kill me, a dragon try to kill me, religious zealots try to kill me. Hell, everyone has been trying to kill me since I've come back. Yes, I miss it quite a bit. Also, this ale is weak compared to what I remember. Ugh.
I need to get a new
thank
keg
you.
and
Thank you. I'm not being ungrateful.
No, it's definitely not the best, but I'll need to get a new keg and I'll make a special brew.
Ooh, I never got to have any of your brew. I mean, I guess because I didn't really know you. I got to watch you from afar. That sounds really creepy when I put it that way. I promise I was just a spectator. Wasn't spying on you like I was spying on these guys. Different times.
Nah, it's really exciting to meet a fan, if you would. No disrespect.
Oh, no, none taken. Definitely a fan.
Especially a champion of good at that.
Yeah, quick question. So what exactly happened? Because I remember that you were one of the honored guests, and then everything kind of went to hell.
Well, Nemesis, my friends and I came to the city, and from what I understood, it was just supposed to be a celebration. They had this group of guys that didn't like them. And they were bad guys, they really were. They're the reason those demons came out.
If you ever want to be part of it.
But they're the reason that Red Dragon came.
So wait, why did they bring the dragon?
No idea.
So the exalted guests brought a dragon. It's not a very exalted guest. How did they even get the dragon into the city? Like, you think we would have noticed that?
Just turned into a guy, and then he was a dragon. I was there.
How did you escape?
This, lady. She teleported us out of there. She's part of the bad guys.
Park, as a, I guess, as a person who's coming to like fight or not a celebration, but I have any idea who these various, like the various members would be? Like if he's talking about a lady,
Well,
like
you
if he
know,
started to describe her.
you probably would. I mean, because you're very like you're a technical character. You know, like you like to find the information before you act, kind of deal.
Yeah,
From
like
what
I assume she
put
would have
together.
known about a mold and then
Yeah,
the
like-
others.
Mhm.
Know what they really were, but know that they
they were a thing, and they were what's called Greldon Stack spears, like, you know, the people that kind of
his
led
boss.
the city with him. Yeah,
Like the new champions. Or
yeah,
whatever.
the
Okay,
multiple
cool.
champions to replace the previous one. You know,
All right, just wanted to clarify. Cool,
Yeah.
Cool. All right, time in. Lady teleported you out. Okay.
She had purple hair and it's pretty
Oh
pretty.
wait. Oh, Sveth. Yeah, I remember her. She was very
Yeah.
pretty. I liked the purple. It was she kind of like messes with her hair. It's. I promise I'm not that big of a fan girl. It was nice seeing someone rock a similar look, you know.
You know, she tried to kill us a couple of times. She actually disintegrated one of my friends.
Wait, what? Sveth the Just disintegrating your friends?
I've never heard anybody call her Sveth the Just.
I mean, okay, listen.
Just what? Just a bitch?
I didn't know her personally. I saw her from afar, but she was one of the new champions. Like, they weren't the worst people, right?
She was bad.
Is that? Hi. Sorry.
just continue. I'll figure out what's
sorry.
going on.
Okay. All right. First, you guys are saying that Zan and everyone is not bad, and you're telling me that the new champions are bad. Don't do this to me, Agranak. I can't have my reality crumble yet another time. So wait, Sveth
Are you
was
sure?
bad? I feel like it's gonna happen a lot more before this day is done, or by tomorrow.
Before you could say that, Agranak's gonna ask, "Are you sure?" And he's gonna show her his tattoo.
Well, that's the thing. I don't think she would know.
No, you
what
have
that
no
is.
idea what that is.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so she's looking at it, she's like, is this... It's a nice tattoo.
It looks the tattoo that Agranak on his left forearm is
Yes.
is two wooden cross sticks in an X formation with two strings coming down attached from just two out of the four ends. So they look like kind of marionette, kind of deal, but it's only two strings.
Okay. All right. So you have a more simplistic tattoo. Okay. I mean, I'm sure multiple people have very regretful tattoos that they wouldn't want to admit to people.
Well, the design is very basic. It's very nuanced. Okay. It's the bad guy's tattoo.
Okay. The tattoo of the bad guys, which Sveth was one of.
Aggie's gonna get sorta in her face and be like, "Dude, I'm one of the bad guys. Technically. I'm also part of the group that brought the Red Dragon here. And I'm also part of the group that apparently killed some of your friends."
No, you're with the group that killed some of my friends. I would
Nope.
have to think about that other stuff, but so there was a group of bad guys. So you're saying to me that Sveth the Just was actually Sveth the Bitch, and they were bad, and you guys came and you brought a dragon who was also bad, which
They
makes
brought
you.
demons.
They brought Okay, wait. You brought demons, or the bad guys brought? Okay,
Okay,
there's a lot of
you know
bad.
what?
Okay.
What I'm getting at is you can't judge these guys off their actions because everyone has their own reasons. People like Speth only fight for herself. People like Amul, he fights for his family.
I always liked him.
And
He used the shield real well.
just you can't judge these guys off what your intel says. What if you stick around for a bit and see for yourself?
I mean, I have no one left. I have nothing left. I am a relic of a gone a dead age, a dead city. I have nothing else to do. I might as well judge these buffoons myself. Maybe I could do a little bit of good. Maybe they can. I mean, I assume they don't see me when we talk about everything I've done.
That's. Aggie's gonna just sort of clamp the ale down like hard on the sort of ground, not hard, and then just raise it to her and say, "Come on, eh?"
Oh yeah, she's
just sort of
all
cheers.
about it.
Okay.
And just sort of throw it down. All right. Let's go take her mug. You all right?
Yeah.
Did I get you anything?
I mean, yeah. Do you have a canvas anywhere? Some paper. I mean, and stronger than paper. Fiber paper. Anything that I can paint on.
Let me go ask. He's gonna go and look out for a canvas for her.
Yeah, you could ask your allies and friends and stuff like that.
Hey, anybody got a canvas?
A bunch of the patrons are looking at you like weirdly. The owners, I mean, you could probably go to one of the general stores. They'll probably have it over there.
All right.
But
he's gonna go get her a canvas.
the thing is, all of you can hear him. Is the thing. So like,
I mean, do I look like I have a canvas, Aggie?
You look like you really shouldn't be alive, man. You're a tree.
Part tree.
Oscar's like been drinking a ton. He's just multiple shots of whatever in.
Yeah, Oscar, maybe you've had enough at this point.
Oh, I mean, I'm poor, I guess. I'll dejectedly stare at my money pouch and just kind of lean on my elbows on the table.
Just slow down a little bit.
Okay. Oscar and everyone else, you guys are just kind of staying at the tavern right now, right?
I am.
Yep.
Okay. So Agronak, you find the nearest general store. They're about to close, but you quickly purchase like not a lot, but a bit enough for someone to do something with.
Mm-hmm.
And you pay for it, and you leave. You bring the canvas back to the tavern, and you can see Nemesis. What were you doing during that time? Because
Nemesis has she's kind of rooted around her bag. She pulls out a stick of incense, and she just kind of, I guess she'll try and find a way to light it without leaving the room, because she doesn't want anyone thinking she's up to anything suspicious.
I'm sure there's like something to light candles in the room. So
Yeah, I'm sure there's like a candle, so she
a
just,
lit or something. So yeah,
she's just gonna light it. She's just gonna light a stick of incense and just kind of like do a little prayer to herself.
Okay. While in the middle of your prayer, Agonak actually comes in, and hands you kind of tosses to you a bit of canvas. A little more than what you might need, but he didn't know the size.
This is excellent. Thank you, Agranak. Are you doing anything for a while? Are you going anywhere?
No, I really got nothing to do.
All right. How good are you at holding still? And you see she's
Can
like
I
she's
hold
pulling
still?
out she's pulling out like a board, and she's like setting up like some sort of easel.
I think I can stay pretty still.
Okay. And she kind of like takes out her like thing. She's like, this has been a stressful day, and there's two things that help me unwind and clear my thoughts, and those are fighting and painting. And seeing as there is still blood coming out of my ears, I am going to paint. So hold still. And she's just gonna go to work on this canvas and just try and do a portrait of Agranak.
Okay. Give me a. Ooh. Is it a painter's kit?
There's
thing?
a painter's kit, but I currently have it as a query.
Yeah. And I would say, since you don't have to do it quickly or anything, give me a charisma based.
Charisma based. All right.
Yeah, because that's normal. I'll say.
Okay.
Because like if you're trying to do things quickly, now that's more dex based. But I'll
My
probably...
dex score is higher.
I know, but like if it's quickly, I will do disadvantage, but with dex.
Okay. I'll just do a charisma. Then.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Like it takes you a while.
Do I have to roll anything to stay still?
No, because even if you move a bit, like Nemesis can correct you here or there.
Nice.
She's just kind of like going away at the board, and she'll like check every once in a while. You see, it's very interesting like how she goes. Like Agranak, you didn't really get to see her fight, but she has a very kind of flowing style. It kind of reminds you like when she was kind of feeling around in the dark. Like everything, like to her, it's almost like a dance, but like with
I
her
was
hand.
gonna say she has like a rhythm to her movement.
Yes.
Nice.
So she very kind of gracefully, and over however long it takes her to paint this, after she's done, and she just she looks at it, she like thinks about it for a little bit, does like a few fixes here and there, and then she turns it around, and it's more of like it's like not like it's not like a photorealist thing. It's more I don't want to say it's abstract either, but it's kind of, there's like a lot of flowing colors. There's like a lot of like ink, like trailing ink kind of coming off the motion, but it's you in this pose that you're doing. And there's from the tattoo, she kind of has like the tattoo kind of radiating off of you, kind of like rising up in the sky. Very like Street Fighter 4-esque art style.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like kind of like that. She's like, what do you think?
This is awesome. Can I have these?
Oh, of course, yes. I mean, I'm not gonna keep it. It's all yours, Agranak. Consider it from an adoring fan.
Thanks.
No problem.
Aggie wants to hang them up on his wall there. He'll have to take them down whenever we leave, but like.
Okay. So I want to ask you guys, this moment has passed. What is everyone else doing? Or if there is anything else that you guys are doing, we'll want to skip to the next day.
I do want to meet up with Zan before I go to bed.
Okay. Yeah, you can pull Zan aside real quick.
As I walk down from Rowan's room, I spot Zan at a table. Hey Zan, can I borrow you for a second?
Dylan, you're muted, remember. There we go, I just saw it go up. No, it went back on.
It's been.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Oh my god.
Oh my
God.
What is this alien?
Holy shit.
I take my cross out.
It just sounded like Dylan farted on his mic really loud.
Oh my god.
No, it still sounds like, Cthulhu's in your mouth, buddy. Like you need to like clear the throat.
Very
at least.
Dalek-esque.
If you want to go to bed, Zan, I could just talk to you in the morning.
Don't sound shit.
Oh my god, it is definitely Dalek-esque.
Zan's eyes have rolled in the back of her head. Exterminating slugs.
Oh no.
Turns out Helm's an omnicidal deity.
Well, like there are many lost ones, and some just take the form of other gods.
Did that fix it?
Yeah, that
Oh,
fixed
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
Alright.
god, that was so scary.
That was great. All
You
right.
good, Sad? Your mouth was moving, but nothing was coming out.
Sorry, I usually have a bad reaction to cheese, so
Um,
what's
You-
what
you remember Lady Allurin, right?
maybe who wants to know?
We saw her together. I really want to question her. Don't you find it a little weird?
Definitely know what you're talking about.
So, okay, we bumped into her, and she gave us a artifact that's worth a ton of money. Following that,
Oh, was this
in
this
Mox-
rich lady?
yeah,
The rich lady, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Following that, we're in Mox, and she ended up inviting us to all the high-end dwarves. Okay, and I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. And now she's just inviting us to an auction where a bunch of other rich people are going to be located.
I don't see the correlation here, but go
Isn't
off.
it weird? She must have some motive, no?
Really.
I guess. I mean, I've never run into the same person 3 different times, so
What I'm trying to say is I think she's using us, and I want to figure out why.
what do you want me to do about this?
I want to ask her to see if we could meet up, ask a couple questions. I know that you're quite good at looking through lies. You've done it to me many times before. So
Do you know her full name?
Lady Allurin, Flurin, something like that. I
God,
don't know.
you guys are horrible.
I can probably dip into the divines and maybe get some lore about her if she's spectacular.
That wouldn't be bad. I do
You
have
just
some
gotta-
incense that you can use.
Do you have like at least 250 gold
I
worth of
have
incense?
exactly 250 gold worth.
Oh, then I can help you out. Look where we got business going on here.
There we go.
Now, for a small fee of 3 gold to my church, I will help you totally. I've realized I can't be nice, and I have to start just demanding service for money. So
I hand 3 gold over.
Okay.
into the box it goes.
So so trying to contact her. What do you think's the best way? I can either A, message her, which would be easy, or B, which sounds really fun. I can talk to her in her dreams.
Okay, well, I'm all for fucking with somebody while they're asleep. Would it not be better if I dipped into the divines first to catch her on any lies we may or may not hear?
That's probably best.
You know, because if the almighty divine people are like, hey, her name's actually Tiara, and then you ask her, hey, can you tell us your full name? And she says, oh, it's Jim, we definitely know she's lying.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a lot better at reading faces and like lips in front of me as they're talking than I am, magically looking at essence. If that makes any sense.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still wanting to like talk to her in person to person. Yeah.
Okay. All right, that works. Yeah. Did I ever
So,
tell you about the time I convinced the guy to give me his pants? Because like I told him they were my pants.
You did that?
Honestly, it was one of my best ones. I didn't even wear pants at that time, and he just gave them to me. Anywho, yeah, let's do this dream fuck thing. I don't know what the hell it is, but sure.
You should do yours first. No?
I guess. Victor,
Yeah.
I'm about to do some high-level helm magic. Do you want to watch?
Yeah.
Cool. Put your helmet on.
Okay.
All
You
right,
got a
cool.
helmet?
It's
Yeah.
more of like a head wrap right now, but it's not bad.
I think
It's
I would
just
have
a
been.
piece of paper with the symbol printed on part of it.
I would have been wearing it already. I mean, it's part of my outfit now, so
Okay.
even though it's kind of lame.
Looking
I got
good.
a room for this. I'm gonna need a lot of room.
Let's go to my room.
Alright,
Alrighty.
cool.
Okay. So you guys go
Oh,
to.
real quick though, I would need to wait till tomorrow morning to do this, but you
Okay.
can still go to your room. I got cards.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess it is time to go to bed if we're not going to do this. But Zan, I did have a quick question, follow up about the whole helm thing. You were joking about the celibacy thing, right?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yeah, I would like to know. It's pretty important.
Well, I was planning a retreat either tomorrow or the day after to my temple real quick. Oh yeah, Michelle, I'm gonna need your help to teleport. But
I want
you
that
can-
3
you
gold
can-
back.
you can definitely
Kidding.
you can definitely ask the higher ups about that because I'm not in position to tell.
Yes, you are. You're the one who made me an official follower.
All right, well, I'm gonna stay in the room with Michelle tonight so we can get this pair done in the morning. But I'll let you know tomorrow morning. Sound good?
No.
I mean, are you planning to do anything from now until tomorrow morning?
No, but I am planning to do something someday.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see.
I walk into Michelle's room and I slap Victor's ass.
Uh.
All right.
And before the night's over, kind of drunk Oscar's gonna go over and knock on the door frame of Nemesis's room.
Where Agronach's room.
Yeah, Agronex.
Yeah. You could hear like drunk tapping, like.
Oh, Corey,
Right.
protect us.
You in there, Nemesis? Sis.
No,
gonna-
I have managed to escape, and I am on the loose.
No, you haven't. You're right there. Aggie's gonna say
Yes,
as he
I-
opens the door.
As he swings the door wide
The
open.
door just charges open, and Oscar's like, "What? Oh. Hey, Nemesis.
Yes.
Right.
Oscar, how may I help you?
Normally we do like a big fight and try and see if someone's cool, but we already did that, so I was wanting to arm wrestle you.
How do I put this?
At this point, you
You're-
would also see that following behind Oscar through the door is what looks like a coconut-shaped, about sized, walnut-looking thing with different roots for legs that has crawled in behind him.
Two things. One, what in the name of Cord is that? And two, there's multiple kinds of strengths. Your strength is like a boulder crushing someone to death. Mine is like the waves of a tide slowly wearing someone down over time. I'm not that strong. I hit hard, but it's through speed.
Well, I've got two answers for you. I've got this guy down here, he's, Ichthus. He's icky. And then I'm gonna arm wrestle you, and you're gonna use your wits and speed to wrestle fast arms.
Yes, fine. All right, we shall arm wrestle.
Okay.
Okay.
So, as you guys kind of pull up the bedside table, like Oscar pulls it out, you know, he sits on the bed, puts his arm down. Nemesis, you get ready,
She's just like sitting there, like.
and you realize the arm that he pulled out is the one that looks like bark, along with his jaw. And he's holding it there. You could see where the grooves of the muscles would be still. Like, it's almost as if the skin's coated in it, or it's just replaced it somehow. Like, it looks weird. Like, it's not brown bark. It's gray in color, and it kind of melds in with his skin. It seems like.
Ready to do this?
Oh, yeah. Yes. This is as ready as I'll ever be.
Agronac's go sit down by Icky.
Okay.
Oscar's as soon as she says ready, just gonna go yeah, and he's gonna rage and try and slam her fist.
So
Your arm will break.
as I would like us to just initiative real fast, because basically, as she said ready, she's striking her tail forward to attempt a stunning strike into his face as she tries to.
Okay. I'll allow it. Go for it. Make an attack roll with your tail. I'll say. You know, I'll just give it as is because he's kind of drunk and he's busy with raging and doing other things. Yeah, 20. Give me a con save now because stunning strike. And I believe you're poisoned because you're drunk, even though we didn't really roll to see if you're poisoned. Since we're saying you're drunk, it's disadvantage.
Oh Jesus! Oh God!
Oh, still, as Oscar, something smacks you pretty hard on the face. But you don't care. You're like, you need to get that arm down to the, down through the floor if possible, and that's all that's going through your mind. As you go,
God.
and I need you, Nemesis, to give me a athletics check, and same with Oscar.
Okay.
Oof.
Oh, Nemesis is holding. Like Oscar, you're definitely winning, but Nemesis is definitely holding her ground right now.
Pretty good.
I fully expected to be thrown to a table on this one.
By the way, since you're drunk, it's just flat skill checks.
Alrighty, so just 18.
Yeah.
Got it.
So if again, roll again as you guys are continuing to arm wrestle.
All right. Oh no! Yeah, unless I get a nat 20, even a nat 20, I'm not gonna be able to beat it because I have.
Yeah. As Oscar, you think Nemesis is holding. You see Nemesis is
You've got the muscles to do this.
It's struggling and then just gives in as your arm just goes, slams down onto the bedside table.
Can you let go of my arm now, please?
Oh. Okay. Lean backwards. Wanna go again? Hey, Aggie, join in on this. Let's do a free for all.
Agronac's gonna be like, all right, let's go ahead and arm wrestle here.
Okay, so Agronac jumps in instead.
Yeah.
All right, you guys both give me a flat athletics check as you feel, like that scene in Full Metal Alchemist where, who's it called? The muscly. Who's the guy?
Oh, Armstrong.
Yeah, Armstrong. Well, I was
Armstrong,
thinking the other guy too, like the teacher's husband, whoever it is. They meet and they do the manly
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm imagining. Do your thing. Athletics checks, both of you. Ooh. You guys look at each other, and you're not putting any strength in. All of a sudden, one of you feel the tense, someone tense up, and both of you kind of give your strength. Make another check, please. Right now, Agonak has the lead, has the technical. Ooh, Oscar, Agonak, you start to put your strength into it. Then Oscar just drunkenly leans his body down with his arm and catches you off guard.
Mm-hmm.
Slams.
Ligaments tearing means you're doing it right.
He's just this angry, hairy, spiky meatball. There's just nothing you can do to stop him.
Yeah, I knew a guy like him before. All right, one more time, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, athletics checks, please, both of you. Oh, ooh. Oscar has the upper hand. One more. Okay, I need one more since it's been so close. Oh my god.
Jesus.
Oh, it's tied. Okay, another one. Oscar's about to win, but oh, okay. Oscar's less about to win again. God damn it! This is gonna go on like forever. One more time.
Ooh.
This is the final one. Yep, Oscar. Like it, this one's definitely been more even. Like Agronag, like starts to come back, but Oscar, you drunkenly push through and slam Agronag's fist down onto the bedside table.
You're really good at this, Aggie.
You too, buddy.
Hey, thanks for the hand arms wrestle Nemesis.
Oscar, we can have a fight sometime later if you'd like. But I get the handicap of I get to do it in the dark.
Cool. See you tomorrow.
He made the
Excellent.
deal. He made the deal. Okay. All right. Next, we have. Are you guys doing anything in the other room with Michelle and Zan and stuff like that, and Victor?
When everyone's going to bed, I'll be casting Dream.
Okay. And you're gonna cast Dream, and what are you gonna shape the? Who are you doing it to, and how are you gonna shape it?
I'm going to Lady Alern.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
You know the
She's
name Falana Aloran, so you're gonna
Yeah.
use that. Dylan, can you mute yourself?
Sure.
Thank you. Go on.
she's just gonna have a normal dream, and then all of a sudden she's gonna see Michelle step out of nowhere. I'm just gonna be talking to the void more or less and say, "Hey,
You would probably see what she's seeing because you're not really
Okay.
changing the dream.
No.
She looks like she's going through her everyday routine. You know, she's just waking up. You could see she's, you know, in like her nightgown, but when you appear kind of out of the nowhere, and that's through like a closet, you just
Yeah.
walk through a door. You make a door where you're like, this should make my way into it, and you open the door and you realize you walked through a closet, and she's in her nightgown, and she seems surprised but not shocked. And she's not trying to cover up or anything like that. If she's looking at you, it's like,
I walk into the next room, which is the kitchen.
mm-hmm.
I gesture her to sit down. I snap my fingers, and some teacups appear. So I'm sorry to intrude on your dreams. It's quite rude of me. I would like to hold a
Oh, I thought it was weird you were in here.
confrontation. I have some questions to ask you.
In my dream, nonetheless.
Well, I'm gonna ask you in real life. I'm just here to see if we could hold a meeting sometime tomorrow.
I see. That should be fine. I'll clear the schedule. And
What time works best for you?
I mean, anytime, but just let me know where you'll be staying, so I can meet you there, or somewhere in between.
I'm staying at the Greasy Bow?
No, it's the Ivory Cabbage.
Ivory Cabbage. I'm sorry about that. The Ivory Cabbage.
And she goes,
Is there
no,
somewhere in the middle?
So a place like that won't do. You need somewhere better.
I agree.
More elegant. Is that where you all are staying?
Currently, yes.
No, not anymore. I'll make arrangements. Someone will be.
I would like to decline on that.
Is there
You
reason?
you've seen posters around?
Oh, yes. And I have talked to said individual already, and if you haven't noticed, the posters are already gone.
Interesting.
But, you know, just, I would say, don't step out of line for now. That individual does not look kindly upon you, and it took me a couple of strings to pull to get him to take the posters down for now.
Okay. What meeting place would be best for you?
Well, I'll meet you at your new, better off location. Somewhere
Okay.
where it's for people of your stature should be staying.
How does let's say 10 in the morning. Does that sound good?
For a meeting.
Yes.
That'll do fine. I'll be ready by then.
Sounds good. And
if you
stand
ever
up.
need to speak to me, there's no need to come in during when I'm dreaming. You know, you can always send your, your words through the aether, or a personal message would do. I did
I always
give
find that
you,
quite rude.
well, I did hand you guys a way to meet me on any occasion, I believe.
True. True.
So,
Well,
I'll see
enjoy
you
the rest
tomorrow.
of your night.
I will.
And I head back into the closet and close it behind me.
All right. Is there anything else you guys are doing for today?
No, I went to bed in frustration.
Not knowing if you could have sex anymore. Okay. All right.
The last is spell slots to cure wounds myself.
All right. Okay. So the next day comes. You guys are still in the ivory cabbage. But as you guys start waking up relatively early, maybe not Oscar because he's probably has a hangover.
Passed out.
Yeah, he's passed out. You guys all would, in a row, like get knocks on your door or someone requesting you by your door. And
Who?
when you guys look out, you guys would see that it's someone you know. And right now, it's earlier than normal. It's like 7, maybe 6. And you see outside is Elric, the barn owl kind of looking Aarakocra. He's dressed in his kind of like simple armor, but with like the symbol of the crater Falana or crater Aloran emblazoned on his breastplate. He says, "I believe I'm supposed to be taking you somewhere where it's more befitting of your stature."
Agranak, who is this man?
Who is that with you?
Who are you?
I am Elric, personal guard of Lady Falana Aloran. And as for you, who might you be?
No one important. Just a tag along.
That wasn't a question, or that wasn't the answer I was seeking. I need a name.
She's with me.
That again doesn't suffice. Name and reason why.
Nemesis and Nemesis?
Well, I have made arrangement at a specific location for all of you to be before 10. And that's where you'll all be staying as well.
Why?
Now, pack up your things. Well, it's because Michelle has rudely interrupted the creature's sleep to talk to her. And this is what she has said she wanted out of that. So I'm here to make sure her wishes become reality.
I want to do an insight check.
Okay. As for the rest of you, please gather your things. We have places to be now. Victor, insight check. He seems to be, there's no joking in his face. He's serious. He's just kind of trying to get through his duties, it seems like, from what you can tell.
Well, it seems a little weird that because Michelle rudely interrupted her sleep that she wants to give us a nicer place to stay, but she must know that I'm here, so that makes sense.
Well, now gather your things. Gather everyone, and let's go. It takes you guys a little bit to gather everything, but as you guys head out of
I'm
Ivory
taking
Cabbage.
10 minutes to cast Legend Lore, Pete.
Oh, before you go?
Yeah, it's me and Michelle planned to wake up early to cast it.
This was like 6 a.m. Are you going to wake up earlier than that before knowing he was coming?
Oh, I wouldn't know he was coming, but I wouldn't leave until the spell's cast.
Okay. He goes, as long as it's quick, I don't mind. So you're going to cast a spell with Michelle and, do this roll?
Yeah, 20 minutes tops. And tell Victor to come in here.
Okay, I'll come in there with my stuff packed up.
Okay. He stands outside of your room as you do this. Just kind of
I
facing
start
towards
burning
west.
the incense. I shut the door so he can't tell what we're
Oh yeah,
doing.
yeah, exactly. You
I
start
burn
burning
the incense, make a little circle with Michelle,
Okay.
and then begin whatever the fuck I'm doing.
Okay. As you cast the spell, the spell, let me specify this. Name desired person, place, or object. So name that, please.
Creator. How did you pronounce it, Michelle? Allura?
Creator. Okay. You know that word,
Mhm.
right?
Yep,
Okay.
I got that one.
So she's a creator. Her full
Okay.
name, Lady
Lady.
Falana Allurin.
Valana.
Okay.
Allurin.
Falana.
Okay.
Falana.
Falana. Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
Also
Creator.
remember, Boone did hit her with a horse.
Yes.
That rascally Boone.
Alright, yeah, so I say the name with Michelle's pronunciation correctly. Without laughing.
Okay. So, as you cast the spell, let me read what the spell does just a bit. The spell brings to your mind a brief summary of significant lore about the thing you name. The lore might consist of current tales, forgotten stories, or even secret lore that has never been widely known. If the thing you named isn't of legendary importance, you gain no information. The more information you already have about the thing, the more precise and detailed the information you receive is. So, first of all, I would consider it legendary enough. It's for you to find some information out. But how much do you guys actually know about her? And I want you to be truthful when you say this to me.
She's rich. She's manipulating us.
Well,
That's
those are assumptions, okay? Other than the rich
Those
part.
are facts, hard, cold facts.
We
The
know
only
she's
hardcore.
a
Hit by a horse.
creator.
So you guys know she's a creator, and you know she's rich.
Yeah.
But that's about it, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys learn she is a half-elf born under the 4th moon of the year. She is also from originally Sierra, but moved to Masurio at a very young age and has learned and made her wealth in trade and reading individuals, thus eventually gaining the title of creator. Other than that, her life was relatively uneventful. You might know she does appreciate heroes and adventurers alike, as she was once what's it called? At least her mother used to tell her of stories that once of how a band of heroes helped save her and her family and the rest of the town as well, as much as they could. But because of that, ever since then, she's had a factuation or an interest in those that threw themselves in danger, and that's more of your secret information that you would have learned. So yeah, there you go.
Okay. I relay pretty much all of that to Michelle in my type of vocabulary.
Okay, it's a simpler vocabulary, like born under some moon.
Yeah.
Got it.
She was born under the sky on this planet.
How does that help me?
Well, take into consideration everything else I just told you. Put it
Yeah,
together.
the other parts, but what's the point of the... I don't care what moon she was on born.
There was at least 4 of them at the same time.
She's not hiding a name, though, right?
No.
Okay. That's good to know. Well,
Mhm. Oh, that was 250 gold well spent. Anything else today, or can we leave?
I feel like that's good enough for us.
Okay, sounds good. Let's go.
Okay. So, you guys eventually. Sorry, Dylan, can you mute yourself again? It's doing that again.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. So, you guys follow Elric and make your way further into the city, like into the different islands and such. And you guys actually head. You guys head to the southern island. First, stopping through Salkir, which is the first island everyone has to stop through from the mainland. You guys then head south towards Closa, which isn't too far. It's equal distance away. However, this is the island that was heavily impacted by the dragon attack not so long before you guys arrived. A lot of the buildings are charred or completely burned. A few of them are already in the process of being rebuilt. There's a lot more guard presence here as well because of that. The automated guards, the constructs. And as you guys are heading through, you guys start heading more and more towards the center of this island, which kind of starts to peak. Give me a second. Okay. As you guys get there, you guys run into a place, a marbled tavern. A gray marble tavern with weathered red tiled roofs and nicely trimmed colorful hedges. As you guys enter, Michelle, it seems a little familiar to you, as something seemed a little off. There was no sign out in the front. But as you enter, the ceiling seems a little low, and there's only a few tables and chairs around. And around, behind, on the semicircular bar, is a kind of stuffed in there this large male Goliath that is bartending, that he's just kind of squeezed into the behind the bar, basically. As you enter, there's nobody really here. It looks nice and exquisite, and there seems to be a stairway leading up to the second and third floor that has rooms. As Elric goes, this is the place that Lady Falana Lorne has deemed you guys should stay.
Are you sure it's not the wrong place?
No, this is the right place. The Mellow Sands, I believe.
Okay.
This is a lot of marble. That must be really expensive.
The flooring is wood, but the walls are marble. So it's very kind of classy, Definitely classier than the places you guys have been.
Seems nice to me.
Yeah.
I just whisper over to Zan. She might be setting us up.
As Elric goes, is there something you all need before I leave? Go back to the Creator.
I think we're good.
Well, then she'll be here and he kind of pulls out a pocket watch, and then goes, she'll be here in 2 hours at 10 sharp. As he takes his leave, you guys are kind of standing there. You guys can see that they're, even in this low ceiling, like Agranak, for you, you can't stand fully up, straight. You have to kind of hunch over a little. There's in the middle of the room, there is a chandelier also. So definitely, you have to try to avoid that.
Yeah, this place feels pretty homey.
Yeah, for Oscar, for you, it's maybe a little smaller than you would normally like, but, because... Yeah, go on.
It's like a weirdly small, cheap home, but with really fancy construction materials.
Yeah.
Do you guys come to places like this often? This is a weird day. I thought I was going to be interrogated, and here we are
at the Mellow Sands. Welcome.
Mellow Sands.
And you could hear behind the Goliath goes, yes, welcome, Michelle Alderan and his friends. Please take a seat.
This is the bartender, Sono Iron Fist.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing
As Michelle is just nervous as hell.
Now, please take your seat. I'll bring your drinks shortly.
In a weird power move, I stand and just look at him.
You realize he's sitting on a stool. When you stand like by the bar side, you realize he's sitting on a stool and he's still stuffed behind there. And he goes, "Would you like a drink before you take a seat, miss?"
You got water?
Yes, we do. He he quickly grabs some water and passes it down over to you.
I just chug it while looking in his eyes.
Quite refreshing, I know.
Established dominance.
Nemesis is just kind of glancing back and forth between Michelle and Sono and Zan and trying to, like, you see the gears are turning in her head. And she's like, okay, this is definitely not how I thought today was going to go. Let's take a seat then, Michelle Eldoran.
Yes, and I go to take a seat at one of the bigger tables.
Okay. There's like a big kind of round table where half of it's kind of like cushioned and semicircular, but the other half has like a few chairs. As you guys kind of take a sit there, you could see eventually Sono kind of like squeezing himself out of the bar, like grabbing a small tray of different shots that he's poured out for you guys, even though you guys didn't order anything, and comes over to your table and drops it down. And he's like, "Tilly, the guests are here. Make sure they have breakfast. You don't want the Dawn mad." As he sits back down. The rest of you are just kind of waiting. You guys have shot glasses of alcohol in front of you, and apparently there's breakfast coming.
Nemesis like
Agronac's
sniffs
just gonna
it.
casually take a shot and be like, "Who's Don?"
Yeah.
Oh, you might want to show respect when if and when he comes.
Yeah.
He's out on a business for now.
You said your name was Sona, right, sir?
Yes, I am Sono. Oh, you can call me Sono.
Okay.
I have some questions. I have a lot of questions. But I would like to ask you first. So you said you didn't say Don, you said the Don, correct?
Yes, the Dawn.
And he's someone we should be showing respect to. Is Don a noble title? I've never heard of it before, and I don't want.
He is a man, self-made, I would say.
A businessman. Excellent, excellent.
I would say
Self-made
he's also a man that's self-made to the point where he's given himself the title. So definitely show him your respect. Or
Of course.
Or you probably won't be leaving the establishment alive, let's just say.
Well, we certainly would not disrespect such an important man.
Well, I
but...
hope not. Victor Cannon. I'm a big fan, actually.
Oh, well, perfect. So I pull out a picture of myself.
Oh, really?
I'm
He's
always
like,
happy
he's
to meet a
excitedly
fan.
taking it.
Always excited to meet a fanon. But I am wondering what he wants with us, because I thought we were here due to Lady Varania? What? What's her name, Michelle?
Allurin.
Aloran. Where'd I get
Yeah.
Varania? Anyway. Yes.
I believe he's pulled some strings and even now has gotten an inn, shall I say. But I can't say too much other than that. And you guys are all here as guests, you know, to stay and actually
Sure hope so.
safely.
Well, yes, but again, I'm just not seeing the connection between the two people.
Well, a man such as the owner of this establishment, he has many, many connections.
He probably knows that we're the ones that did Lathander's Light.
Maybe.
What? You did what?
Never mind. Alright.
Another question. What is this an older house? What is the the ceiling seems a little shorter than what I've been in.
He's designed this place for the proper size in mind. So keep that in mind and show the man some respect when he comes in.
Oh, of course.
You
Stature
get
is...
the drift,
Yeah.
and he kind of like stands up and stands up to the point where his head's like touching the ceiling, and he kind of sits back down. Do you get what I'm putting out there?
I am picking up what you are putting down,
Well,
my
I
good
hope
sir.
so.
I'm glad I asked you instead of... Well, I'm sure if I asked him, I wouldn't need to, because I could just see...
What about the rest of your band?
Oh, I'm not with these guys. I'm their prisoner.
Oh, perfect. Then we have a place for you. Come with me.
Excellent. Nemesis stands up. She's like, well, and she just takes a shot and, like, just puts it down. It's like, well, then I will be seeing you guys later.
You should stay here. The prison's probably not the nicest.
I figured that. I thought I was going to become friends with Sono here.
For me,
go ahead.
I don't care what happens to any of you right now. I'm just excited to see what's gonna happen when the Don sees the Michelle standing there.
Oh God, it's gonna be terrible.
Nemesis like tense her fingers, like I'm suddenly excited too. She sits back down.
At this point, Tilly runs out. She seems to have plates, like simple, like breakfast foods. It seems like there's a baked potato in there as well as a mix. It's kind of hearty, but instead of water,
Is
each
it
of
really
you
hearty,
guys, no, it's not made by Hardy. Each of you guys also brought out an additional glass of whiskey to eat with your drink with your breakfast.
Okay, well, I'll take both the drinks.
I'll dunk my bacon or whatever in the whiskey and eat it.
As she
Sounds
passes
good.
the dish over, she does not break eye contact. The small halfling does not break eye contact at all with Michelle whatsoever. Like, and when she like places the dish in front of Michelle, she goes, "I hope you enjoy," and then just kind of like smiles and walks
My
back.
mouth is just like open, but nothing's coming out. Guys, I'm a nervous wreck. I need help.
Oh,
You should try some of this food. It's great.
Sono's like, by the way, the rooms have no keys. So if you're getting down and doing whatever you're doing, put out a sign.
Okay.
I don't believe that will be much of a problem. Victor here is now celibate.
I am not.
Really?
I am not. That is a falsehood.
He's a man of the gods now.
Only the one, and he never said anything to me about celibacy, so. And
Something
anyway,
I've
you're a
learned about the
prisoner, so
gods.
shut up.
Yes, of course.
All right.
As Nemesis continues to just eat.
I believe Dylan has to dip out at this point, right?
Yeah, but as another power move, when I finish my glass of water, I refill it myself, and then I finish that one.
Just like put your finger at the tip of the glass and a stream of water refills it.
No, it's not even like as it's tilted into my mouth and it's about to empty, it just refills.
It just continues.
That's pretty good.
Okay. Chug it.
Impressive.
Well, make yourself at home. I have really nothing better to do. I've opened up my whole schedule for the next couple days just for this. So,
Guys, I should explain what's going on.
Yeah.
I messaged the creator. I wanted to have a meeting with her. I explained we were sleeping, and she said that other places would be better. I thought that would be good, better places, better
Uh-huh.
atmosphere.
Yeah.
Little did I know, she's very sadistic and she hates me.
Okay, why?
You know all those wanted posters?
Mm-hmm.
The wanted posters of you?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember those.
It's this place. The Don wants me.
Oh, well, but who is the Don? What's his connection?
I don't know.
Oh, did you screw over a business opportunity of his or something?
Do any of you remember Hardy?
No.
Any of you?
Not that
Lucy.
fat ass cat statue that's in Austin's like weird fetish room.
Yes. Yes.
I never
You
go
just
in
see
there.
you see Nemesis is just like jotting down notes. She's like, lost in weird fetish room.
So I don't know exactly what happened. I split from the party. They are headed towards the the time fracture. I should
It was
say.
the Silver Peaks.
The Silver Peaks. I decided to split off. I didn't want to get caught up with that. And when I met back with the group, I heard that Hardy has died.
Oh
Before
wait.
we-
Oh
before
wait,
we
no,
left-
I knew Hardy. Nemesis, like I remember seeing him.
Yeah,
He was the cat guy
yeah. I had a bunch of
With a-
cooking gear.
with the funny voice. Yes, I thought he was quite entertaining.
He
I didn't
was.
get. I believe he made food for the refugees at one point, and he had amazing cooking.
He's fantastic. He used to cook here.
Oh.
As we left Missourial, the Dawn took us all in and said, if Hardy dies, our fate's not looking so good.
Well, that doesn't have
And-
anything to do with me.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty rough for
No.
you guys, but
No,
Yeah, it's pretty all on you, man. Like I can't do
Yeah.
much to help you.
Yup.
I'll bring you back to life after he's done with you, but like you deserve this, honestly.
Yeah, why were we all brought here?
You guys have a nice place to stay. I'm gonna be here in fear.
So why was this cat so important to him?
You've never
I don't
had
know.
Hardy's cooking. I had it once, and it was great. If he
It
used to
was.
cook here, this is where he honed his craft. He must have been one of the best chefs in the, I guess, in the quarter.
Probably the best chef in the capital.
Well,
Mm,
I feel
wow.
like the Don could still pay someone else to cook for him. He's an important man, as we've heard many
Cooking,
times.
cooking it's an art form. That's not
Sure
just
is.
talent. That is skill. That's skill.
I mean,
That's
I've
honing of
cooked
the craft.
before. It's not that hard. You just throw it on the fire and it cooks.
It's the same thing with painting. Anyone can paint, but to be a master painter, you have to dedicate your life to it.
Yeah, it's like celibacy, right?
It's not like that at all. Well, yeah, I guess it's kind of like how I was the star of the Sun Players, but I decided just for my own, self-development to go do something else, and they tried to replace me with some other guy, and he's just
And it
not
didn't
as
work
good.
out.
It really didn't,
Exactly.
because I am an artist and he's just a guy.
Much like it seems like this Harty was an artist, and honestly, this food isn't bad. I mean, it could be worse off, but I could imagine if he was such a great asset to this Don and his cooking business with violence involved, that it would be a detrimental loss. So, wow, that sucks, Michelle.
Yeah.
Can I do
How much is a
check to know if I have an idea of organized crime?
What do you mean? Like
You
have
can
any...
insight me.
Well, the thing is-
I haven't been saying anything about it.
The thing is, you can say, oh, like to see if there's like any, like if they're talking about not just business, but more like the
Yeah,
shady shit.
because like Nemesis is obviously
business.
Oh yeah, yeah. You
thinking
guys,
that
you're definitely picking up hands. Like you could give me an insight check if you really want.
Okay.
But...
because Nemesis is acting like, oh, he's just a businessman, but it's sounding a little suspicious to me.
No, I Nemesis like seems to get there some sort of. I mean, if he has the power to make Michelle's life
Yeah,
end, he's
like
something she doesn't know what he does.
if it's just a business, Michelle is definitely more scared than he friggin' should be. Like you're
Yeah.
definitely picking up the pieces that they're putting down.
Okay.
You look down at my plate of food. I've not touched it.
Yeah.
Neither have I touched my water or the shot or anything.
So this business that the Don runs, is it legal?
Every sense of the word, it's legal.
Yes.
Got it.
This
So
is a
he's like
proper
a lawyer?
establishment for food, drinks, and merriment. Not only that, a place to stay if you can afford it.
Well, we are happy to stay here.
I'm sure you all are.
Yep.
At this point, you guys would actually, like, you guys spent a bit of time here. I'll say time moved forward a little. All right. By the way, Dylan, thank you for coming on and doing your part. We'll see you next week. All right.
Thank you, Gab. Have a good night.
Hi, Dylan.
Bye, Dylan.
Au revoir.
Adios, amigo.
Continuing on, you guys, as you're talking, and Michelle's just like babbling about everything that he's frightened of right now, like trying to get out of the situation. You can see Sonos just, enjoy. But as soon as the door opens, and from the angle that you guys are sitting at, the door is hard to see like who's coming in. The door opens, and Sono quickly turns, and then realizes who it is, and kind of like puts his head down slightly. As stepping through the doorway is Lady Falana and Lauren, in time for the meeting that you guys have set. Sono softly asks, "Would you like anything to drink, ma'am?" As she's like, "No, I'll be fine, thank you." And I'm guessing they've come here. And she looks over, sees you guys, and it's like, perfect. She walks her way over. She drags one of the chairs from the nearby table and kind of places it near to yours. Is this a decent enough establishment for you all? Do you have any complaints?
Lovely.
No
This is
problem.
absolutely lovely.
It's great. They gave us free drinks.
Yes, I've arranged for free drinks and stay while you are here for the next couple days before the auction. You should have told me all you arrived in the city.
Oh,
I would have made
well,
arrangements.
thank you.
And
very
actually,
much.
as for some of Boone, I believe, is the one that's missing. And who is this blue navy tiefling in front of me? Who
Well,
might you be?
Hi, I'm Nemesis.
Boone.
I'm guessing that's your
Virtue name.
virtue name. Yes, of course.
Not much of a virtue.
Do you have an actual name you go with?
I haven't told them yet, but I do.
What better time than now, then?
Well, I actually, if I may be so bold, I hate to be rude, but I'm not quite sure who you are first. If I could have your introduction, I would gladly introduce myself.
You hear her personal guard who has followed in behind her. Or kind of go, and she's like, "It's fine, Alric. It's fine. I am Lady Falana Aloran, creator of. Give me a second. Let me get the proper title. Creator of Yonora, which is the, if you must know, the northmost island in Masuriel.
An honor to meet you, lady. My name is Inspira Megami. A ghost from a long gone age.
That's a story I would like to hear. Maybe not now, but later.
Of course.
So does this place fit all of your needs?
I think so. It seems
yeah.
very nice.
Oh, me? Yes, of course. I'm sorry. I thought that was a question to everyone. I felt like I was hogging the stage.
And what about you? One staying silent.
It's fine. Do you hate me?
Why would you ask that? I have no ill will against any of you. If anything, I am wonderfully glad that all of you actually decided to show. I'm guessing you're all here for the auction too later. Like
Yes.
further down the line, of course.
Love auctions.
I'm sorry. I'm quite panicking at the moment.
Oh, if it's about the situation with Don Gigante and the Urchin Boys, that's all already taken care of. Actually, he has now coming to the auction himself as an attendee, under the guest, as a guest of creator Cottonnail. And
I want to say thank you, and I want to say sorry for whatever I said beforehand. I'm still very nervous.
I'm sure he's a man of his word. From what I could tell, he seems very trustworthy, and he brings in a lot of money for the cities. Not only that, I don't know if you've noticed, but he's actually taken quite the charge in repairing most of the buildings, or paying for repairing for most of the buildings that have come down over here in on the island of Closa. With the current creator of Closa gone missing too, so.
So, I don't know if any of you guys have questions, but I do have one big question.
Well, now is the time to ask.
Yes, I'll just be very blunt with it.
Oh, that's I prefer blunt than tiptoeing around.
What
Tell
are
me.
you using us for?
Using you. Well, I guess some might see it that way, but I mean, there's a bit of a wager, I'll say, going on between some of the creators who we can bring in that might wow the others. And it's a small wager, but a wager nonetheless. And I thought, who might I invite in an age where heroes and adventurers are dwindling at most, and those that have kind of clawed themselves enough to a point where now they own their own adventuring guild in Talbar. I mean, that's impressive. And I must say, I don't think I'm going to win. I've heard news recently that Creator Tybalt is has managed to convince some of the dwarven family leads and their not Creator Tybalt, sorry, Creator Floen has managed to convince some of the dwarven family leads and their acolytes to come all the way here. So I don't think I will win the wager that we put on, but I'm still happy that you all decided to make it all the way out here.
Is this wager just for fun?
Well, I wouldn't. I guess for some people, 100,000 gold might be more than fun.
Okay,
But
I can see why. I can see why.
But I gave it my best effort. You know, I did mean to run into you all when I first ran into you in Talbar, and I thought, might as well bait the line, as I guess some of the fishermen say. Get you on the hook with the ruby I left. And then it was just coincidence that I ran into you in Mox. And what a wonderful coincidence too. So, I mean, then again, would you say that I'm using you all when you're invited to such a wonderful event?
It just, how everything lined up, it sure seemed like that. You gave us a very, not powerful, sorry, very expensive item, which made it look like that we were in debt towards you, followed by you inviting us to the top of the chain of the dwarves, and then this, it's just a lot.
Well, formalities aside, I wanted to wow you all. I mean, you must have gone through some crazy things already. So, yeah. I mean, what other way can a lady with money, endless amounts of money, do than just wow you with gifts? Am I right?
I suppose so.
I like gifts.
Yeah. Who doesn't?
Oh, gift.
Well, exactly. Are you all, do you all have... I hope this isn't what you're going to be wearing, I'm guessing, to the event.
A few of us have some. already planned.
Broke as it gets.
Well, you don't need to actually participate in the auction. I just wanted you there. And if you're gonna come, that'll be wonderful. I heard that Creator Tybalt actually managed to acquire, who's it? Some kind of performance troupe, the Sun Players or something.
Oh,
So
really?
Wait, weren't you just talking about that?
Yeah, I was the star of the Sun Players until I took my leave to pursue real adventures.
well, we have a famous individual on top of being an adventurer, huh?
Yes, indeed, and I pull out a signed picture and give it to her.
Why?
The second one you gave her.
Yeah. Well,
I can't keep track.
Well, I'll keep it with the other one, and she takes it politely.
Well, I have got a new one since the last time I saw you, so it's a new pose.
They're like trading cards.
I don't even know what to say to that. As a person who's role playing, I have no idea what to say. I'm just like, sorry, I'm just gonna like, woo, okay.
Well, yes, I was definitely the star of the Sun Players. They have someone else as their leading man now,
I
but
heard he's been doing fine.
fine is generous.
Yeah.
I mean, Victor's pretty amazing. I'd be surprised if they could live up to him.
Thank you, Oscar. I agree.
Well, they should be here as the night's entertainment of that night, at least. So feel free to dress up. Actually, please do dress up.
I'll make sure that they're all good.
As for you, as she kind of looks over to you, Nemesis. So why are you here? From what
That is
I'm,
Great question.
picking up, you're not here of your own accord. Am I right?
A little. Yes and no.
I mean, I've always been good at reading people. That's why I made it to the position I am.
Of
So,
course.
why are you here?
We're settling old disputes, perhaps. Trying to get to the bottom of a little mystery that's been plaguing me the past few months.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but did you ever know about Lathander's Light? Or the Horned Ones? Lady?
I have actually heard of Lathander's Light and the Horned Ones, both of them. I
Have you heard of
believe-
any stories about them and us?
Well, I heard a group of adventurers that has come out of Talbar has managed to subdue the Horned Ones. But as for the Lathander's Light, I heard they just kind of faded. I'm
No.
guessing their leader has perished in some unfortunate way and managed to fall apart.
So the full story is our group, Loston's Lost Boys. We ended up going to where Lathander's Light was located. We ended up destroying their leader, their group, followed by destroying the Horned Ones. And that's where she's involved.
We're kind of rehabilitating an ex-cultist.
Excuse me. You say cultist. I was involved in no occult worship. I simply saved tieflings from a horrible fate.
Well, the lines
least
of
you're on the
good
good
are
half.
always gray, at best.
That's true.
Don't get me wrong, the Horned Ones are doing some good things. It's just their main motive wasn't.
And they had
And I'm
really
just-
sketchy methods.
I'm just saying, this is the first I ever heard of it.
Well, I understand. I don't know if you'll be a great fit then unfortunately, with one of the creators. So, I'll leave it up to you. Do you wish to go down this
I
unknown
haven't.
rabbit hole?
I'm
And-
very curious. Why would I not be a good fit with one of the creators?
If I tell you now, and I find out anything of any hostility coming from you, I will have to imprison you. It is part of my job to uphold the well-being of the citizens. That goes for other creators as well. And let all that information sink in before you select your next few words.
You just see that she's like very subtly, like her foot's just kind of bouncing a little bit. How about this? Instead of getting the full answer, may I just ask if this is something that I find out naturally on my own at this this auction? Would it be a problem?
It can be a problem. And I can already feel from you that you're already going to conclusions where you're either feeling...
I'm viewing the worst possible options because, to be honest,
No,
what
I
you
know.
said,
You're literally
yeah,
viewing the worst
that's me at
possible
ease.
option, and I'm like, and she can...
Yeah,
You know,
no,
like...
this is her in character. She's like, from what you've said, I'm considering the worst possible options, and I am concerned.
Well, then maybe you don't come to this occasion.
Yes, might be best that I don't come.
You can
Although
always...
I am so curious.
You can always stay as a guard, as Elric won't also be able to join us, and neither will most of the other personal guards. So that way you can be a guard along with Elric and some of them.
I would love to be a guard, but please tell me about this creator. If I feel any bad impulses come over me, I'll just have Agranak punch me.
I don't think I can tell
Fair
you
enough.
right now. If I do, from knowing how your emotions have flared, I'm probably gonna have to take you away, like I said. Or have at least Elric take you away.
May I ask if I bring up that our group disbanded Lathandra's Light, would that be an inappropriate thing to bring up?
Of
during
course
the auction?
not. Of
Okay.
course not.
Nemesis is like, okay, wait. So if they're not involved in Lathandra's Light, why would I have any issue with them?
Well, how much do you know of what some of the temples and even one of the islands have done during when Lathander's Light was active? Do you know anything?
I know some things. I know about how some of the clerics simply set aside and just let Lathander's Light take tieflings.
Well, yes, but it wasn't their call.
No. We always have a choice, don't we?
Yes, but not if somebody much above your pay grade decreed it so.
I see.
Yes,
I would like no more information.
What are you feeling
I am-
right now, Nemesis?
Nemesis
Like
is...
what? Like tell me your true feelings, because there's no way you're gonna hide them.
Nemesis is starting to put two and two together, and she's like, I don't need to know anything else. I do not want to be imprisoned. I'm going to sit right here. I would love to be a guard and to be as far away from that directly meeting that person as possible.
Well, that being said, I will make all the preparations on my end. You will all be picked up from here, of course, as the sun sets. So, be ready.
Is there anything you would like from us?
No, not really. Well, I guess a story or two before I leave. I do have a few minutes. That'd be nice, I would say.
Should we talk about the recent one? About you, Oscar?
Well, I
I'm
was
up
just
for it.
about to ask what's with the new look. And do you guys
Well,
go on with the story?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
When Coriel gets brought up, I try to deviate the story so we don't talk about that.
Okay. Give me. So she'll learn that Boone disappears. Then, give me a. I'll say a deception check because you're just kind of omitting a part of the story. Okay.
Okay. This is a 24.
She's like, all right. Well, what is she? As she's listening to your story, you could tell she's enamored by it. She's like getting really into it. It's like, what happened next? And she's getting excited over some of the ideas. Like, I can't believe you sent back a crazy being like that.
Yeah.
Saved us all.
You
It was
all
crazy.
must be extremely skilled, more than I thought so.
Or lucky.
Well, luck comes with skill.
Extremely skilled and lucky.
Well, look at the time. Where have the time gone? I will have to take my leave. I believe Don Gigante, and she turns to Sono, and she goes, I believe Don Gigante will be busy preparing on his part as he's contributing for one of the items for the silent auction, all proceeds going to help fix the neighborhood here.
Oh, what a swell guy.
He has a soft side, but he also... Don't let that soft side fool you.
If you will be seeing the Don before us, please send him our thanks for his excellent hospitality, and thank you for your hospitality as well.
Oh, it's no
Pulling these
problem.
strings.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
It's no problem. This is nothing. When you have all the money, this is simple. Now, hearing stories like that and being truthful, now that's a real gift. She stands up and starts to take her leave. The Elder kind of like pulls you aside, Nemesis, or like leans in, and he's like, you will not be carrying any weapons, even though you are a guard, into the into the auction. Keep that in mind.
She raises a hand. She's like, I might not be able to do it then. Is it possible I could have my longbow with no arrows?
You can have it stored in a location that I deem. Otherwise, nothing else. You will
If you
also
would
be
like-
dressed better than what you are. Something professional, crisp, not hard to look at.
She's like she's like, oh well, my body is a weapon regardless of weapon status.
Every warrior's body is their weapon.
Yes, mine's more than some others. My religious doctrine does not permit me to be separate from a weapon, even if it does not have ammunition.
Well, better find a way. I, on the other hand, being the personal guard, like all the other personal guards, will be allowed one weapon of choice, but be kept away from the main event, just like yourself. You're not going to be a personal guard of them, thus, no weapon will be allowed. This is to protect the creators and their guests. As he stands up and figure it out as he walks out there.
Something
Nemesis.
wrong over there? Didn't sound like a happy grumble.
No, this complicates everything. I might have to dip out of being a guard. I'm going to have to be on the run for the law. This is great. This is wonderful. This is excellent.
Now you know how I feel.
What are you talking about?
So I'm part of my religion. I follow Cord. Yes, some of you.
We've
Yeah,
heard.
strong god.
The Frozen Blades of Cord. We were a subset. We lived in the mountains. There was ice and snow. We trained in the middle of blizzards. We were the eye in the storm. Our weapons are extensions of ourselves. Thus, we have to always be with a weapon in some way, shape, or form. I understand. Usually, that's why we were all trained in longbow. Because if we went someplace where it's like, oh, you can't bring a weapon, we would just leave our ammunition behind. We'd carry empty bows. If I can't even do that, I cannot attend. I would be in disgrace of my god and my beliefs, and I don't want to do that.
Do you have to be in control of it at all time, or just most of the time?
Well, I mean, you can ask Agranek, but I do sleep with my weapons right by my bed. They have to be in a close proximity to me. So unless someone was carrying around my weapon with me and staying close to my side.
If you're okay leaving ammunition behind, could you just unstring your bow and take the string or something with you? I mean, you can choke somebody out with the string.
It's not. It's the not having the weapons isn't like a lack of violence thing. It's respect for who we are as people. Our weapons are extensions of our body, and thus part of our body. I guess I could take part of a string. I could consult the text to see if that's all right. But that one is now on my bad side.
Does it matter if it's in the same, let's say, dimension?
I don't necessarily know what you're talking about. What are you suggesting?
I snap my fingers and a gold chest appears on the table. I have this chest that me at
The
close
small one
proximity.
appears, right? Not the big one, because that would crush
The big one.
table.
Oh yeah, I snap my fingers and a small chest appears. This allows me to summon a really big chest. It's not with me per se, but it's always beside me.
Could I do that?
No.
Then no.
Okay.
I guess I can unstring, but if it comes down to it, I will have to be fighting them with this string on my persons. That's okay. It's fine. It's fine. I will just kill him with my bare hands if any disgrace comes upon me.
What about a chain? Couldn't a chain be considered a weapon? And you can
No,
wear
it's-
chains on your...
It's less any weapon, and it's more these weapons.
Oh, okay, makes sense. I see.
I can understand
Like,
wanting to keep your weapons around.
It would have to be either some version of a short sword, a whip, or a longbow.
Quick
Chains-
reminder: this woman is a prisoner who tried to kill us all yesterday. I
for
feel
doing
like
She failed.
we're putting in a lot of effort to try to help her with her religious thing when she hasn't really done anything for us, and in fact has actively tried to murder us.
I'm
I
looking
mean-
at it like this. She gets caught, it's not our fault. She's the one getting...
Exactly.
God.
Technically, I'm still not affiliated with you guys.
So if
other
anything,
than-
we're helping her get caught, and then she's off her back.
And half the best
And that's the
people
way
I
to
ever
look at
knew
it.
tried to kill me.
Alright. Whatever you guys want to do. I am gonna go to my room. Goodbye.
But Sono sees your head up. It's like, just pick any room. Nobody really stays here.
Must make a lot of money that way.
Why is that? I thought business was quite good last time we were here.
It's always good.
Okay, something's not working in my head. How does that work out?
If you don't,
Yeah, never mind. Yup, I got it.
I was
got
going
it.
to say, if you don't get it, maybe I should just, spell it out for you.
Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah, I'm sorry. They're talking about the urchin boys,
What do a bunch of poor kids have to do with a philanthropist?
I'm pretty sure that's the organizational name. Anyway, I believe there was supposed to be some circles of truths, perhaps. So I could find out.
Oh.
Dylan isn't here, but Zan can cast it.
Yes, that's yeah.
Should
And
we wait till next time?
what time is it? It's 10:30.
No.
We can end it
I mean,
now
I'm-
if you guys want.
I'm not going to be around at the beginning of next session.
Yeah,
But-
so
Like
we
this-
should do this part now, and then
Yeah, I figured I could just question Michelle.
okay. And if you guys want, we can do like we don't have to do like a role play for the shopping stuff. We could say you order them, get them tailored, made before it's too late, and then we'll basically pick up from you guys getting ready to go to the gala, as you guys, or at least for Michelle, is probably too scared to do much otherwise while being here at the Mellow Sands.
Oh, I'm not gonna sleep for the first day,
Yeah.
guaranteed.
Okay. As Zan casts a spell, all of you guys either decide to fail or succeed.
I guess
I'm
I'll
gonna
come back
purposely
for
fail.
this. I'll do this.
I'll fail.
Okay.
Even if
Fail.
I tried to succeed, I'd fail.
Okay. So all of you guys decide to fail. What about you, Nemesis?
I mean, I'll try for shits and giggles, but I believe it's still a fail.
I think it's a pass actually.
What's his wisdom? Her wisdom? Is it 18 or 20?
Actually, it might be a 16. I do pass. Yeah, I pass. Huh. Cool.
Yeah, or it's 16, so you would just pass, and she would look at you and be like, "Come on, don't make
I
this
mean,
harder."
I'm asking the questions. I'm the doubting of you. If
But we
can...
might ask you questions too.
Okay.
Michelle already
so
did.
you
It's
ask
for
your-
both parties.
Fine.
Okay.
Blast me again, spell lady.
I think you could just decide to fail.
Okay, yeah, just fails.
Okay. All right.
So,
you guys are all
questions?
in effect.
Yes. Were you actively working? Did you actually kill the leaders of Lathander's Light?
Yes, we did.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Going off with, we weren't actively helping them. We weren't actively part of them. We joined them to get on their good side.
Okay.
And then we turned around and murdered them in the night.
Yes.
Yep.
All right.
It was quite heroic.
Why did you turn on Kalak?
He was attempting to turn all humanoids on this continent into tieflings. I felt that was a little too much. I felt like we all felt that was a little too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And we also weren't really comfortable with the ritual components because they needed like the eyes of these Asimar kids, and that wasn't really nice.
Yeah. So not
And-
only did you have to kill some Asimar kids, it's one thing to protect tieflings. It's another thing to turn everyone into a tiefling. And I feel one is just, one is over the top.
She's like very quiet at this point, just kind of like sitting and thinking. And Sogri was a revenant then?
Correct.
Mm.
I do
Yep.
say that the death that we gave her was not cruel, but I can understand why she turned into a revenant. I was attempting to host a party for my birthday. I was wanting to host a party for my birthday. Everyone
Sorry
else
about
thought-
that.
That's the first story that I got. Thank you. Everyone thought that party meant kill her, and that's
Look, it
ended up happening.
happens.
Yep.
Hmm.
But then we found out that her people had like murdered the boat captain already, so that was
Yes.
pretty messed up.
Yeah.
Do you think she knew that they murdered the boat captain?
I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, she was bragging about having to go do all these jobs to get the components, and was talking about us getting the eyes. And was she saying her to get the eyes? I can't remember.
I don't
Something-
remember.
But
Well,
she
I
was
think-
pretty chipper about the whole thing,
Yeah.
so that wasn't cool with us.
Mm-hmm.
Nemesis is just kind of like at this point, just kind of like rolling, like rolling her finger along like the empty plate, and she's like,
May I ask a
"Hmm,
question?
Sure.
Why do you call yourself Nemesis?
It's a virtue name. Nemesis is an old word. There was tales of its inception being based upon the person who was the concept of revenge, virtue.
I see.
And I
That-
wanted revenge.
Very
against,
fitting.
wanted revenge against everyone who were harming my people just for existing.
Well, we are
Is-
not that.
Do you still need
Yep.
time to collect on your thoughts, or can I ask, what are your thoughts on the Horned Ones now?
I feel like I was living one half of a lie. I don't regret my actions. Maybe. No, I don't regret my actions, but except maybe the trying to kill you. I moderately regret trying to kill you guys. Maybe a little bit.
Oh,
I'm not
Nice.
sure how I feel there.
what did those people that you killed down in the sewers do that made them deserve death?
The,
Apparently, only one of them deserved
the,
it.
the paladins were casualties. I did not kill them. My squad who died did. But Hemsworth, he knew what he had done was wrong, and he accepted death in open arms and prayed that his God would forgive him, because I certainly did not. I can respect that.
It takes a lot of bravery to do that.
Yes.
I don't even think I could.
Well, I wasn't an assassin. I was a.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was in the technical sense, yes, but it's not like I hid. I announced my presence. I announced what I was there to do. The paladins obviously didn't want to take it standing down, and they were a bit stronger than we thought. But he was one of the more remorseful of the clerics. The other three didn't take it sitting down, but he knew when I came for him why.
Like,
I don't.
what did he do that was so terrible that he just wanted to die?
When the Fender's Light might have just been like a smaller offshoot, but they had a lot more sway, and when they came to take the tieflings, the other clerics, they let them. They turned them over
Michelle,
willingly.
you could give me a history check with advantage because you were here with Lawson when this happened.
10.
Okay. I mean, you do remember there was a point where even like a friend of Lawson that he used to work with in the Tinker's Guild was taken away, and it was like a big ordeal because people were wondering what was happening, and it was, I believe, on the main island, the first island that everyone has to walk onto the other one called Salkir. That's where it happened. So if a tiefling set foot there, they were basically free to. Anyone was free to really capture them in the name of Thander and send them away, according to someone's, yeah.
How could someone who claims to follow a god of good do something or be that inactive and let evil flourish? Or I guess if we're not talking about metaphysical evil, the actual true philosophical evil, because to me that's philosophically evil and that's a failure of your position. So
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
So they
I
all
was
died.
I was a little sketchy about you from those bodies, but sounds like they were all dicks.
Again, the paladins, not really sure if they deserved to die. It was just an unfortunate side effect.
Yeah.
But they killed my men and women, so
Hmm.
I'm the last one.
Not the last tiefling. The last
The
one.
last horned one.
Oh.
I mean, to my knowledge, I don't know where anyone else is. I haven't heard of any other. I mean, there's no need for runners anymore. The tieflings are safe. No one's actively persecuting them. I mean, beyond the normal kind of racism of a tiefling.
Have you ever met my mother? She
Pete,
was
have
a
I-
part of. She
have
was a
I-
part of the horned ones.
Pete, have I ever met his mother?
You have no idea who Michelle's mother is. You might have met many tieflings that were part of the cause. I mean,
I don't know who your tiefling mother is. Maybe. I don't want to. I cannot physically say yes or no.
I do have one question, and I summon the small chest to summon the big chest, flip it open, and I grab a couple drawings and sketches, and I place them down. These are all the sketches and drawings that I've copied down from Remy's stone body. These are based off of the gods that the Horde ones pray to and all of that. Um, you know about these, right?
I know a lot of people in the Horned Ones had their own religions they followed. I mean, I'm a follower of Cord.
I see. Okay.
Let me do a religion check real fast. Let me see
Yes,
if I.
please do.
That's a 26, natural 20.
Nice.
Okay. So I gotta go note digging now, cause I forgot exactly who they were praying to. But let's just see. Horned ones, horned ones, horned ones.
It was what's her name?
It was Alini that did it.
Eleni, yeah.
Yeah. You would. Okay. So I believe.
Eleni was a tiefling? I thought Eleni
no,
was
not,
a halfling.
It was a halfling, not a tiefling.
Halfling.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Give me a second. It's okay. So you would notice symbols of Bator, which is the original name for the Nine Hells, you know. Like as part of the markings that was put over the body. You would also give me a second.
She's looking at it, she's like, well, this is some evil shit. I
Yeah.
did not remember seeing these. But
Basically, with your religion check on those markings, it is an offering to give one's soul as a gift. By one's soul, it's the one that's marked. As a payment for something. And basically, it was one of the steps required to harvest said soul.
This,
should relay that, yeah.
my best friend died, and these were the markings that were scrawled on his body. Is revenge worth it? Is it even doable?
I mean, unless you want to kick to the Nine Hells. Who's the one who scrolled it on the body? Do you think it was?
I have no idea.
If you found them, it wouldn't bring your friend back. I doubt much even holy magics would do that. You'd have to seriously break some things. Would it make you feel better? Revenge has always made me feel better.
I would love that. I just don't know if it's doable. I've read terrible things about the Nine Hells.
Well,
and how?
Again, kicking open the Nine Hells, short of that, which sounds like a suicide mission, you could find the mortal or whoever it was who scrawled these on your friend.
And if you did want to kick open the Nine Hells, I'd be down.
I wouldn't.
I would be down to hear about that in Bard's Tales, maybe witness from a safe distance. The Nine Hells are not a nice place.
I think I'm out of questions.
Duke, do you have any questions for Nemesis? Okay.
Would you hate the person that caused the before times to be the before time?
Good question.
Well,
this is the question
I
I
don't-
like.
I'm not sure. I haven't really been thinking of the before times that much until recently. I mean, did I have a family? I mean, I had the other frozen blades, but I mean, they were taken from me. I don't know. I think I would hate them. If I did hate them, I would hate them less than I hated Lathander's Light. I don't know. I really don't. I came from nothing. Still really have nothing. Maybe less than nothing now. I've always just been an agent of Cord, and while it would be nice to reconnect with other people from Cord, I Maybe I was there for a reason. I would assume everything happened for a reason, because if the before times hadn't happened, I wasn't there. I wouldn't have been alive to save as many tieflings as I did now. And I wouldn't have been able to get revenge for my race. So no, I don't think I would hate them.
This goes towards the two people who were stuck in time. Do you prefer back then, or do you prefer now?
Back then, everyone wasn't trying to kill tieflings for the majority of the beginning of my existence here, so I would say probably back then. I was certainly less angry.
Back then was definitely a simpler time.
What are you
My
guys
friends
even
were back
talking
there,
about?
I think they all lived in the same house.
Like in college or something? What is the
I-
before times?
I'll let you two know. So when I was with Lost and my old group of adventurers, when we hit Sierra, I wanted to split off. I did not want to do any illegal activity because I am the son of a well-known person. I decided to split off. The rest of the groups decided to go into the
Silver
mountain peaks, the Silver Peaks, to figure out what was going on. Apparently, they found a city that was just stuck, more or less. Everyone was stuck in an action. You see people running away from a dragon that's in mid-roar, that's unable to move. And
Wow.
and I don't know who, but it might have been Lawson, but they somehow undid it. They have somehow restarted time in that area.
Okay.
Huh.
And that's what released these two people, as well as many other refugees from that area.
So wait, you, Agernak, you were stuck in time?
Wait, is that what you were talking about with that, like, weird room that you were in or something?
With me?
No, Agranak. When we were talking to him earlier when we first met him.
Yeah, I was there. I caused the time to stop.
Oh.
Oh.
Is that a power of your
How?
tattoo?
No, he couldn't be a power of his tattoo. No
I
way.
wish. I just remember Jin telling me to look for a ring. And he said that might fix everything. And when I put it on, I kind of knew I had to do something. And I wished everything would just stop. Then it did.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Nemesis is just looking like raised eyebrows. She's like, damn, Agernak.
Aggie's just gonna say thanks for not hating me.
Yeah, no problem. Honestly, you were trying to do something right.
Yeah.
You stopped an abyssal invasion as well as a red dragon. That's impressive.
So what happened to your other friends?
I have no idea.
Well, I thought everyone was unstuck.
Isn't the
Yeah,
last
but-
we heard they were in Sierra?
Oh, one of them was in some sort of gray thing.
What?
Remember? You guys did that thing, and there's
Yeah, we searched for him.
yes.
Well, I mean, they were all very competent, so I'm sure wherever they are, they're doing something good, or maybe laying low.
I hope so.
Man, it's just so. How did you guys handle, like, losing all that time?
Well, I mean, I haven't had much time to think about it. Just
Did it-
stayed angry.
Day by
Did it-
day.
Did it feel like anything? Like, did it feel like you were stuck?
One moment, I'm slashing at a demon and with my whip in one hand, and my hand tearing out the throat of an imp with another, and it's nighttime. And then suddenly it's daytime, and everything looks a lot less shiny. It was like a snap. It was instant.
How many years passed?
I don't know.
I don't have a count.
Well,
I mean,
like,
have you ever heard of the city of Aramor before?
No.
Nemesis,
Long
would
enough.
would have known the date year then? Before
I
Tunkra?
assume she would have.
Like Agronag, I'm not asking Agronag because I doubt Agronag would keep track of
'Cause
that.
I'm a wild man and I don't need no calendars.
Yeah, but with Nemesis, you probably would have, right?
Yeah.
Well, the year back then was, because right now it would be 20. Give me a second. It would be 2835, so it's a little over.
Just under 800.
Just over 800, I think.
No, it's 3611.
3642 right now.
Is it 42?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my birthday, haha.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 3642, and it would have happened at 28. What was the number I said?
30 something.
35. 2835. Yeah. So.
Worth it.
Wow.
Yeah, she'll just rattle that date out.
A little over 800 years. Do you feel that old?
Wow.
No, not really.
No.
I guess I'd have to update my age in my
No,
diary.
you don't really have.
I know.
Your age diary?
I like
Are
to
you
keep.
guys elves?
this
You're
one.
over the 800 years old.
Man,
Mm.
my
a
great
technicality.
grandfather would have been around back then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, I'm pretty sure everyone I know is dead. So, well, except for Agronak and the other esteemed heroes. I guess. Time was stuck. Hamul and Sveth are probably around kicking somewhere too.
Speth?
Yeah,
To describe.
long
Purple
purple
hair,
hair.
pretty.
Oh, yep.
No,
Oh.
for pretty.
Yep. Talbar. Yep.
Okay. Yep. So
Yeah,
I'm.
she's a bitch.
I have just. learned that.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's that one that tried to kill you, Eggy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. She also tried
And
to
left
kill.
me for stranded. Tried to use me.
Yeah.
She also. We were fighting with this ranger before who had an owl. She ended up banishing that person to a different plane. Not heard or seen her since. Also,
Aren't you
attempted
supposed to
kill
come
me.
back from that?
That's what I thought.
Jeez.
I don't
Well.
think she has any regard for life or
Anyone
life,
but
yeah, life in
herself.
general.
All I knew about her was that she had fantastic tea parties and that she was a very accomplished sorceress.
She's pretty scary.
She is an accomplished sorcerer.
We have an item of hers.
Oh,
Do you?
Yeah,
I imagine Rowan.
Rowan's not here right now, but
Rowan just finger guns.
You know that cloak that Rowan always has that's covered in feathers?
Yeah.
That's Fef's.
Oh wait, yeah.
Yeah. Don't bring that up.
Hope she's cold.
Well, this has been a weird day where I've learned a lot of things.
Sure has been.
I feel
Say,
better.
I mean, since I'm stuck with you guys and you're stuck with me, and we've aired all of our grievances, and I am still mostly sorry about trying to kill you guys. Why don't I
Yeah, no
travel with you for a
problem.
little bit? It seems I've already kind of roped in with you. I have a very wide skill set.
I do need to see you fight Oscar first.
Yes, we made an agreement. We're doing it in the dark.
Oh,
Yep.
that's cool.
Alright.
I can see in the dark. It won't be that difficult. We can just do it.
Yep, it'll be a great time.
I can see in the dark. It's fine.
Yep.
Sounds fun.
All right. Well, we'll do that next session. Or we'll do that off panel. You know, we'll see.
Yeah.
Because I really want to get
like
to the
this.
auction by next session. But
Yeah, I think she's gonna wait till after auction to actually fight Oscar.
okay. Well, this is where we're going to end this session episode. Yeah.
If I may, she's like, and I guess since we're going to get onto a first name basis, I mean, you mentioned me before, but Nemesis is my virtue name. But my real name, my birth name, is Inspira. Inspira Megami.
Spira.
Give me a second while you do that, because I got to do this.
Do you have a preference on what you'd like to be called?
Inspira is fine. Nemesis, if we're talking about, I mean, if anyone's asking for who killed all the clerics. Oh, do you guys have a good
Who
place
killed
where?
what?
Yeah, exactly. Hey, do you guys have any good place where I can hide these? By the way, and you see, she like picks up her bag. You just see there's just like jawbones in there. She's like, hey.
You see this chest right here?
She just takes the three like this collection of jawbones. There's more than three. Collection of
Oh
jawbones.
my.
Puts it in there.
Gross. Why do you have those?
Dead men tell no tales if you cut out their jaw.
Which is funny because you're back to square one with
Yep.
you literally learned that as Hardy, and now you have another character that actually knows kind of like this art of keeping
Yeah.
people silent.
Yeah, like I feel like she didn't really put two and two together about Don Gigante and the Urchin Boys until the Urchin Boys came up. She's like, oh, those guys.
Well,
Can't
before
you
this
just
spell
destroy
wears
them?
off, guess I wanted to say I'm looking forward to working with you,
Eh.
Inspira.
It'll be a pleasure, Oscar. I am looking forward to that and looking forward to our fight.
Yep, it's gonna be the thing of legends.
Yes. Yes, it will.
Yet it shwill. It shwill be the thing of legend. Alright.
I'm just imagining it going two ways: either Oscar crits and you're
One hit
down,
dead.
or you just invisibly pelt me all the time, and I'm just out of it.
Okay. Yeah, and we'll probably have to do that off panel because I really want to start. But if anything,
Yeah, totally.
if you guys want to do that like as soon as the stream's over or one of the days
Yeah,
before
sure.
next Friday, we can do that. For those of you that are still watching us questionable role models, I want to say thank you so much. Please like, follow, subscribe. As for the YouTube videos, they will be going up soon. I am still prepping for all the story stuff that's coming up, especially with the auction. That's some big stuff. You guys
Can you
are
bring your auction voice?
no. It's not a vocal auction. It's a silent auction, and I've said that multiple times.
Classy.
I'm
So
just fucking with you.
So if you guys are, please, if you guys like what we're doing, like us, we'll be back next week with more of these wonderful players playing their creative and crazy freaking characters. I have to say the story is technically now built on like 3 years worth of playing close to.
It is.
Yeah, with like the whole thing with City of Armor and stuff like that, with like the time thing. That was all last campaign, but it's all tying in now. I hope you guys are looking forward to it. I am, because, oh man, I'm so excited. I can't wait for you guys to meet Victor's rival. As for the time that we're going to be streaming next week, I am hoping that we'll come back on normal time with you, Ian, since you will not be really part of them, but with the guards, you can, kind of jump in whenever, and then I might have you like maybe walk around curiously and get into places that you might not should be around, just to be closer to the people that you know who they are or whatnot. Either way, thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you all for so much for watching, and we'll be back. Questionable role models will be back next week. Goodbye.
Hi.
I completely forgot Oh yeah.
I'm gonna head out, everyone.
All right.
Adios.
Take care,
Bye,
Gia.
Gia.
I completely forgot that Seattle is an hour ahead, which means I start at 5:30.
Oh.
Yeah. What you guys think?
That was
Had
nice.
fun.